The college basketball preview and picks edition for Wednesday, January 31st edition of the College Basketball Experience on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets, the sports betting research platform for parlays, props, game lines. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit hofbets.com and use that code SGPN to get 50% off your first month and start making smarter bets today. We're also brought to you by Cut. Cut is a peer-to-peer social betting platform, U.S.-based, available in 40 states. Head over to cut.com and use that code SGPN for a 10% deposit today. We're also brought to you the Sports Gambling Podcast Patreon. You guys dropped their bonus behind-the-scenes episode of Sean winning $200,000, plus this week's Pick'em free to enter with $250 in Super Bowl squares. Head over to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Patreon and join today. Yes. Woo! Welcome to the College Experience, part of the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. Wednesday, January the 31st. We got 2 minutes left on the East Coast, and we're headed over to February. Great month. I don't know. I'm having an all right day. I'm sweating out. What am I sweating out? I got St. Mary's laying the points. They're looking good. I got Boise in the points. Looking like another 500 night, a wash. A certain team hit on the money line. Never in doubt. We'll talk about it, So, but if you're wondering who you're listening to, I am Moneyline Mac, a.k.a. the former video coordinator for Bob Huggins and Frank Martin. And yes, everybody, the elephant in the room, you guys are stuck with me and this guy once again here tonight. You guys know him as the LeBaron driving, sandbagging, window having, cocktail napkin using. Yeah, guy behind the scenes. He's a goat here on the College Experience, co-host of the College Baseball Experience. Subscribe because we got college baseball previews going on. Noah Bieniek, what's up, brother? How are you, man?
What's going on, Mac? And there's an elephant, maybe not in the room currently right now. Chat's asking, where is Pick Dundee? Amber alert. From Nathan Cerna is being sent out from Pick Dundee. No, he hasn't been fired. You know what? I mean, this was the window. The due date time was right around here. It's not our news to break. It'll come out when it happens, when he's ready to announce it. He had to pick up Mama, soon to be Grandma Dundee, from the airport yesterday. And you know what? Today we got the text. Hey, you guys go ahead, take over the show tonight. And Mac and I, we do as we're told. We're yes men, right?
Oh, the show goes on. The winner's got to come on, and we'll talk about it. And by the way, shout out to Iveta, who filled in on very, very short notice. You guys can read between the lines of what's going on behind the scenes. So shout out to her. She was great. She dropped everything she was doing last night, said, hey, we need another person. Boom, she was there. So anybody heckling her in the comments, go fuck yourself, start your own show, and can't wait to see your show fucking do shit numbers, and you can kiss my ass. So that's all I got to say about that.
I mean, Mac and I, we love having guests on, getting different points of view when Colby's not here. We filled in for Colby plenty of times. Last year he had a couple of dates where it was just me and Mac. We'd bring guests on. Those shows, in my opinion, are super fun, and we look to continue to do it. And again, the Thursday night heading into Friday night's picks, expect a guest, expect a guest co-host, because that's just what we like to do. And yeah, maybe Julio is on the short list, Matt. I mean,
the sharps.
He had a really good day today.
Giving out overs now. He's giving out overs.
He's giving out overs. I don't know what he said his record is in the chat, but shout out to Fetty Guwap in the Discord. He made a graphic. I mean, sorry, I had to fit it onto a landscape post, so it doesn't look amazing. It was better in the chat. It was screenshotted from my phone, put into the stream. Julio had a 8-7 day, soon to be. So
that's a solid day.
Solid day. He did better than me. I was 4-4.
Not every day you're going to go 69-1 in the last 8 days and be up 100 plus 100 million units. I mean, that's pretty plus EV, but hey man, it's a marathon. If I take 8-7 almost every other time if you can just get by and survive the storm so that you can go on your heaters when they come. So that's what it's about. So
Dave, I know it was you. I was gonna protect you from anonymity if you didn't wanted to be outed, but Dave Marino, aka Fetty Guwap, in the Discord chat.
So
the Julio experience rolls on. And one of my favorite things from this was it was sorted in order based on if the texts in the YouTube chat were all caps. So there you go.
And if you're wondering why my face is on a couple of those, I guess those were our lock battles that we do. And I think right now we are 4-4 in lock battles. I got Boise in the points, so Julio, I may get the better of you on lock battles, but you know what? Like me and Noah say, tomorrow's a new day. You'll have your crack at me. You're gonna
like Max saying it's a new month.
It's a new month, baby. Can't shoot your load all in one slate. So, hey, hopefully we can all go 69-1 tomorrow, baby. That one must have been Cincinnati. Well, I don't want to talk about Cincinnati yet. Cincinnati fucking laying points. But no, let's dive into the slate, the recap. Another good night in college basketball. I'll let you take it away and lead the way here for the recap portion
Shout
of the show.
Shout out to Avetta in the chat. She's here again, and she says she bought the new ECU We Believe shirt. So, go get your shirts in the store. That code might still be live. You might catch Jake Paquin not, awake currently as he is supposed to shut down the promo code at midnight tonight Eastern, or maybe it's Pacific. No idea. Because SGPN studios do run on Pacific time. But I know he lives in the Eastern time zone. Game 1 tonight, though. Let me scroll down to the page from our picks page. That way I'm able to, scan. Who else had everything for tonight? First game of the day. There was a funny tweet last night. I forget who sent it out. But they were like, whoever just hammered the fuck out of VMI, fuck you, go to sleep. It's 2 a.m. And I was like, Mac, we definitely gave out VMI on the show last night. So VMI covers. They didn't even need the good CLV. 85-79 victory for UNCG over the Keydets. Mac, this was the first game of the day. Did you catch any of it? I did not, personally.
Limited. Greensboro jumped on their ass. So VMI's been fucking VMI has actually been pesky at home, and Julio can't do math. I know one thing. Even with as many cocktails as I may be in by the end of this show, I can add up that we're 4-4 on lock battles. I got Boise plus 10 now. You can backdoor this. You are down 2. It is on the graphic, so you can't lie. You can't miss my fucking nice professional, fucking sexy looking picture that we put right on there, right next to your fucking battle. So come on, man. This is part of the deal. When you put your picks out there, there's no hiding. When you got a shit night, you got to own it. You didn't have a shit night.
He had a good night.
He had a solid night,
positive.
8-7. Yeah. So this is part of the deal, man. You can't. You got to own your picks, whether you hit or miss. You tout when you win. You fucking take it on the chin, man up, and you show up the next day when you lose. Trust me, there's been plenty of fucking duds I've given out this year. Cough, Detroit.
Miami against Louisville.
Hey, dude, it happens to all of us. There's plenty tonight I should not have given out. But anyway, VMI, they're pesky at home, man. This fucking Cadets.
Yeah, for sure. Then this one started out fun. 17-2 lead for Georgia, just absolutely gets pissed away. Alabama comes back. They win 85-76. They cover the spread too. Mac, you called this one pre-show a bad beat. Walk me through it,
bro. I think our friend Julio did have Georgia, and
he did.
I feel, and I honestly, a lot of people had Georgia in the chat last night, and I was this close to pulling the trigger, but
I
it felt
Bama.
like
I'm just gonna say it,
dude. I'm glad you didn't talk. You talked me off it because I was gonna lock fucking Georgia. I was with the chat. I thought I liked the spot, but Bama just has a way like they just make a shitload of threes in a bunch. But Georgia, I mean, should have won this game. This kind of reminded me of the Tennessee one that they fucking lost, man. They had two great opportunities. They should have won. They should have won this game. They're kicking themselves if they miss out on the dance by one game.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Mike White is going to get them competitive, and they have been this season. They just got to get across the finish line, which really was the issue at Florida. We'll get to Florida in a little bit here, but great victory for them tonight. Top 4 in the Big East, according to Colby. St. John's, they lose by 11 on the road to Xavier, 88-77. Mac, you locked up the Muskies.
Yeah, I did lock up the Muskies, and I had it ready because if St. John's won the game when they fouled out my man and then gave him a tech, the big fella for Xavier, who was the only guy that could guard Soriano, Usman, yeah, however the hell you pronounce it, big body, strong. I was ready to say, all right, so all that shit you talk about Creighton, they've given the rest to Creighton. I said that evens out, but Xavier was the better team tonight. St. John's and Xavier, everybody tells me Xavier fucking sucks, and they're bottom half of the Big East team. They're 5-5. They are right in the middle of the pack. They may end up as the 4th seed. Like we're talking about top 4. Xavier, Sean Miller doing a good job.
That's a hell of a coaching job.
Yeah, I know they look like shit against UConn. That was awful the other night.
And this is also a team that lost to Oakland and Delaware in the non-con.
And looking at the schedule too, man, they got RuPaul twice. They got Georgetown still. They got
3 wins.
Villanova's turning into a fucking auto win. Yeah, they're done with UConn. So maybe Xavier backs. We need Xavier to win. That's who we need.
Live bet in the future market.
Yeah. Dude, they got a good culture. That was a good win for them.
Yeah, they're 5-5 currently in the Big East, and St. John's is 5-5 as well. We moved to an overtime thriller that turned into a 9-point victory, but this was much closer than the score. Purdue 105, Northwestern 96. Once again, Chris Collins giving the Boilermakers all the fits in the world. Both you and I double locked this on the show last night, thinking the Boilers in Mackey would not sleepwalk against the team that they had lost to earlier in the season. But maybe Boo Booey's the real deal with the Wildcats this season, and that's my takeaway from this. I was actually still impressed with Purdue's performance and Braden Smith showing up and playing well again. Matt Painter in the post-game press conference wanted to take it out on some voters for the Bob Cousy Best Point Guard in the Country Award. That was pretty funny. Go look at it on Twitter. I could have queued it up, but it's going to be a long show as it is. So yeah. Purdue, Northwestern, your take, Mac.
I think we all thought this was a Purdue smash spot. It never really had a shot. You got to give Northwestern credit. And if they match up in Indy in the Big Ten tournament, I think we got to take Northwestern. That's a bad matchup for Purdue because they can't stay in front of Boo Booey. Those guards are good for Purdue, but they still are stapled to the floor a little bit. Braden Smith, he's gotten so much better, but they just the quickness and Boo Booey just able to get his own shot when he needs it. Fucking Northwestern made 14 threes tonight.
Yeah. Another surprising overtime matchup was Citadel hosting Furman. I had the points with Citadel, and Furman wins it in overtime. They came back from a good deficit in regular time just to force extra time. 82-79 win for the Paladins. Mac, your thoughts?
Yeah, I ate shit on this. I locked up Furman. I thought they were going to bounce back after that loss. They should have lost this fucking game. They trailed the entire game, got lucky in overtime. Maybe a little bit of a look ahead, looking kind of back on it. But, I mean, I would think Furman this time of year, this is when they fucking put their fucking foot down on people's throat, but they didn't tonight.
Yeah, for sure. And this was after the Wofford loss, too. You would have thought they would have stepped up big time. Also, this one was I should have locked this one in hindsight, but of course, the best gamblers are after the game finishes.
We got one in there. We got one in there at least right now. That's it. He's telling everybody after every game. Everybody check out the chat, youtube.com. That's a college experience.
Tulsa -1. I should have bet. I am sorry, chat. 79-68 victory over Wichita State after the Shockers. They got their first conference W. Mac, you were on the other side, and you actually locked the Shockers here. What happened?
They collapsed. And we'll talk about Wake here in a minute. Wake and fucking Wichita both led by double digits. What was Wichita? Wichita was up 12 at the half, up 10 with like 10 minutes. And then just completely collapsed. Just when I started to buy in, man, I thought that they were turning the corner. They played their ass off for 30 minutes, and then they fucking sold out in this game. I mean, like Wake, it was the right side. They just fucking they collapsed down the stretch. It couldn't buy a bucket at the end, and it's kind of remarkable that they lost this game by double digits.
Yeah, for sure. And then this one, dude, St. Joe's is just. There's a ton of variance when you
this is a brutal one
when you watch these Hawks games. 75-73 victory over the Patriots. They get the W, but the Patriots come in on with the cover, getting 4.5 points here when we picked it on last night's show. This was a double lock between you and Colby. Your thoughts?
Which game is this? Sorry, I zoned out.
St. Joe's.
So, yeah. Sorry, St. Joe's. Yeah, St. Joe's. They had a 4-point lead. This kind of was back and forth, though. I mean, Mason. This was a competitive game throughout. I thought maybe St. Joe's could fucking make some free throws down the stretch and get it across, but Mason kept driving the ball, getting twos, and that was their cover.
Yep. The next one on the slate was East Tennessee State over Mercer. You locked this. They were getting points. They win it outright, 54-49, low-scoring rock fight. Chattanooga, 91-85 over Western Carolina. This one was a little bit of a surprising outcome in the SoCon MAC. Those two games in the South here.
I mean, ETSU, I felt like they kind of controlled that game from tip. Chattanooga, like you said, goes into Western Carolina, stumble a little bit here. Losers to 4 out of 5.
Yeah.
Chattanooga, coaches changing that program, and they just continue to win there. I mean, they're 7-2 in league play. Got Sanford on Saturday. Looking forward to it.
For sure. Before we get back to recapping, let me talk to you about Underdog Fantasy here. The ads changed today. God dang it. SGP Patreon. The guys, they dropped a new bonus episode this month. Behind-the-scenes breakdown on how Sean won $200,000. This week's Patreon Pick'em prize is a free $250 Super Bowl square in Kramer's Super Bowl squares. It's just like they're a big boy in the DFS contests every week. Plus access to all the picks, sheets, and exclusive channels on Discord. Head over to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Patreon. Now I can talk about Underdog Fantasy here. Underdog Fantasy has a way to play alongside your favorite fantasy players all season long. NFL, NBA, NHL, college basketball, and college football. Simply pick higher or lower on your favorite players' fantasy stats and cash in. You can win 100x with some spicy plays. So my favorite underdog pick for the college basketball slate on Thursday is Wisconsin's Max Klesmit. Lower than 15.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He's averaging 13 a game this season. They're on the road at Nebraska here, and the lower than 15.5 PRA is hit in 9 of his last 13 games. Max Klesmit, lower than 15.5 points, rebounds, and assists. So watch along, make your picks, and maybe make a little cash over on Underdog's mobile app or website, underdogfantasy.com. When you sign up with the promo code SGPN, Underdog will double your first deposit up to $100. That's Underdog Fantasy promo code TCE SGPN. All right, so the next game on the slate that we're going to recap is Max Mountaineers. This was a triple lock on the show last night. Avetta came in all decked out in her WVU gear and also Ryan and Rush hat. They were catching points, but, Coach Eilert said no need. Hugs was in attendance. Did a Cincinnati radio hit, too, that got a lot of attention. They win this thing 69-65. Nice. We were getting 5.5 points. Again, this was a triple lock. All three of us cashed. Mac, what'd you see from your boys tonight?
A fight. It was their first game where they got their whole team together for the whole year, where it was start Jesse Edwards at the 5, start Kerr, start Raekwon Battle, start all the guys, and you actually had a bench. So I give those guys a lot of credit, man. It's been a shit year, obviously, but you look up now, West Virginia, from a gambling standpoint, at home as a dog is quickly becoming like the most profitable team in the country since January 1. Kansas plus 490 on the money line. Texas plus 270 tonight, plus 185. That's 3 in a row. They got BYU coming in on Saturday. They're going to beat BYU too, because BYU's not good on the road. And I'm sure they'll be like a 6-point dog. I'll probably won't talk people into taking them on the road, but I hope you're listening to me about taking them at home. They're good at home. Watertown, the Coliseum's a tough place to play. Cincinnati's good, man. I still like their team. And like you said, it was an emotional night with Hugs in the building with West Virginia, Cincinnati. Glad he didn't talk about Xavier on the radio. So that was a plus. He's lost 50 pounds. He's gonna get back on him, dude. He's gonna get back on this stool. He'll be coaching next year somewhere. We'll see.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, from what I've seen from W, when they've had close to or everybody healthy that they've had on the roster, they've been competitive. That's all you can ask from.
That's what I've been saying. Everybody
the shit show of the season,
Yeah, everybody compares them to like fucking Detroit and LIU. And I'm like, no, they fucking have been competitive. Yeah, they had a dud at Houston. Yeah, they didn't play well at Central Florida and they didn't play well at Oklahoma. But other than that, when they've had their guys, they almost beat Virginia, lost at the buzzer, should have beat Ohio State. They gave that game away. Other than that, they've covered every game basically.
Yep. And then this one was a fun pick. I think this was a triple lock as well. It was the motivation angle. I mean, Duquesne only wins against Chicago State by 5, 65-60. Anything else need to be said about this one, Mac? Did you catch any of this?
Just a little bit. Chicago State, that was a great spot. They finally got some rest going into a fucking game. So amazing when they got some fresh legs. That was nice. I wish they had won the game outright, because we were talking about it. Then they could have had a 500 season playing every goddamn game on the road. But still, I mean, it's Jared Gillen. He's done a great job. He's going to be a future high major coach, I think.
Yeah, the Chicago State World Tour rolls on. They've got their next game February 10th. They get another 10-day break, and they play South Carolina State. Your boy Eric Martin.
That's a good game.
Yeah, so that one should be competitive. Maybe, I mean, either side, that will be a nice TCE win for sure. American, they beat Lafayette 69-66. Not much really to say. Lafayette might be coming down from their all-time ATS streak and just outright streak.
Finally.
Bucknell, they smashed. This was, I think I locked this on the show last night. Yes, I bet it. I think I gave it out. It looks like I didn't give it out, but I bet this one. Bucknell, minus 7.5. You double locked this with Colby. This was 67-52. And then also another Patriot League final, Lehigh 77, Navy 65. Any thoughts on those games that I just kind of ran through here, Mac?
Yeah, thank you to talking me off the Navy lock. So I'm glad I didn't bet Navy. I was close. You know me, I like the academies, but it's the Greyhounds. It was a good story. Did not come through for me tonight.
Yeah, we like the academies. Don't Fade the Troop shirts still out there on SGPN store. They're one of the better selling ones for sure. This one was a little bit of a heartbreaker. This was, other than the evil brother, Nick Dant, this is like a quadruple lock all the way around. Avetta locked it with us on the show last night. Colby bet it as well. East Carolina just kind of fell flat late, right? 71-60 loss to South Florida, who still sits on top of the American standings.
Dude, South Florida could not fucking miss in this game. It was unbelievable. I think they made like their first 6 threes. Yeah, ECU dug themselves a hole. They went down like 13-0. They got the game within 1, then they'd go back down 10, then they get it back to 2, 3, and then they just do dumbass shit. They're not a very disciplined team. The more and more I watch them, I probably paid attention close to this one. That's probably like my third or fourth game of the night. But yeah, man, it's USF is fucking rolling. I keep waiting, and we'll talk about another team. I keep waiting for them to lose. They just keep fucking rolling. Maybe Saturday's the spot that we fade them.
I thought I was bold picking the Bulls to come in 5th in this conference with how much talent is here, but I mean they are overachieving that currently. You know, when you say East Carolina just does stupid shit, I think back to the video from last season where there was just a guy running the baseline. There was nobody in between him and the basket. He passes up the layup and then he goes to the perimeter again. That's what I think of when I think of East Carolina stupidity. Before we get back to the recap, Cut is a peer-to-peer social betting platform that is U.S. based. Let me get the graphic up too. Almost forgot about this one. U.S. based and available in over 40 states. P2P social betting is a new and better way to bet. Bet directly against your friends or other users on sports, politics, pop culture, and other events with verifiable outcomes. Plus, tons of other fun social features that give it the feel of a betting social network. Cut offers lower VIG and fully customizable odds, create your own bets, and more. Cut handles the payment side of things, so you never have to chase anyone down for money. Social features equal group chats, betting leaderboards, head-to-head history, user profiles, fan groups, and more. Rewards get cash back with every single time you bet against your friends or other users. Cut also allows you to list almost any kind of bet. Perfect for getting action on any of these fun Super Bowl prop bets that you might like, whether it's appearances that Taylor Swift makes on the broadcast or whatnot. Cut is the peer-to-peer social betting platform that is U.S.-based and available in 40 states. Head to cut.com, that's KUTT.com, and use promo code SGPN for a 10% deposit bonus. Win bigger by betting smarter this NFL season with Hall of Fame bets, the sports betting analytics platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. Research every NFL, NBA, and soccer bet with historical stats and data. Enter any parlay idea into the Hall of Fame Bets revolutionary parlay optimizer tool to get hit rates broken down by leg as well as an expected probability for the entire parlay. Sort all the player rates by hit rate for any bet to learn which players are hot and which picks have value. Stop betting in the dark and join over 30,000 users researching using Hall of Fame Bets to craft more intelligent, data-driven parlays. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit hofbets.com and use code SGPN to get 50% off your first month today. Start researching, start winning with Hall of Fame Bets. Also, like I said at the beginning of the show, SGPN merch store might still be 15% off with the promo code PLAYOFFS. Get your favorite item from the store with that promo code. We're competing against all the other shows. I remember the other day we got an update. We were really close with it was J Mark's show and the Golf Gambling Podcast. So Old Fashioned Football and the Golf Gambling Podcast. I think it was like us three neck and neck for the winner of this contest between us and all the other SGPN shows. And also brand new t-shirt design. We believe they fell flat on their face their first night with this debuting. But East Carolina fans, the song, you can get it in t-shirt form now too, with the saxophone and the tunes coming out of it with the We Believe text. All right, Mac, let's jump back into the college basketball talk. Rhode Island, they sneak out one against LaSalle, 71-69. Did you catch any of this one? You locked up the Rams.
Yes, laying 2.5. They fucking fouled up 3, and then for some reason they foul up 3, and you know what happens then. Then they go to the foul line. That LaSalle, that they make the first. Then the second one, you're like, all right, they're gonna foul. They're gonna miss this on purpose. Foul, make one free throw, cover, Hail Mary, miss. You're over the finish line. It bounces it into the corner, And for some reason, the LaSalle guy doesn't go and foul the guy. So they just run out the clock. I'm like, oh, my God. This was the second worst beat of the night. We'll talk about another one in Charlottesville here in a minute.
Yeah, we'll get there in a second. UNC Asheville, they lose outright to Gardner-Webb, who is red hot right now. You locked this one. This is a lock battle between you and I. I ain't shit here. I bet on, Drew Pember and the crew to, get an outright victory too. I called for last night. Mac, did you catch any of this one? How about them Bulldogs?
I did. And, dude, how about them Bulldogs? They're fucking playing good basketball. I mean, remember the days when we were saying, what happened to Gardner-Webb? What was it, 3 weeks ago when they were sitting at
you and Colby were early on Webb, watching
January
their games,
10th.
thinking they were a competitive team, and
yes,
they were still not coming through ATS, but you guys kind of stayed the course, and here we are.
Yeah, I mean, I've locked them like 5 straight games, and they just keep fucking winning and winning big. So Gardner-Webb, I'm a big fan of the Bulldogs. Maybe I'll start fading them now that they're too hot. you got to play the dips and valleys and highs of the season. So they're hot, man. They've won 6 in a row. They're right in the thick of things in the Big South. And in the Big South, man, the Big South is an entertaining league. I mean, yeah, that thing's wide the fuck open this year. It's wide open every year.
Yeah, clean sweep on the board with Presbyterian -1.5 as they win 80-73 over USC Upstate. And then I don't know if this is the one that Mac was talking about. This wasn't in, what'd you say, Charlotte? But Charleston Southern, they win 63-60 on the road at Radford in a game where Radford was winning by 12 points at half. Completely blew it in the second half here. I locked them. You did not. That should have been the telltale sign for me, as they're kind of your boys' program.
Yeah.
Do you have a status update for us? What's going on,
dude? They've kind of hit a wall. They're playing like shit. It's maybe it's good that they're playing like shit early, because they played like shit in February last year. They kind of peaked in January, so they got Upstate on Saturday. Then they got Presbyterian. They're just not playing complimentary basketball on both sides of the floor right now. I mean, you can't lose to Charleston Southern. That's unacceptable, especially because they had a double-digit lead here. I don't know. Maybe they are a little bit banged up in the front court, but still, you got to find a way to beat Charleston Southern.
Yeah, this one was a triple lock on the picks page. Not sure if Avetta locked it on the show last night, and then I must have fat-fingered some shit or misclicked on the picks page, because I took UCF after talking so highly up on Baylor. That was definitely a mistake on my part last night, filling out the picks. But it was a triple lock between Colby, Mac, and NC Nick. The Baylor Bears go on the road into Orlando, and they win 77-69.
Buy low spot for Baylor. I mean, they fucking needed this game. They couldn't lose 4 in a row. And at UCF, a newcomer, they went a little bit back to the old Baylor tonight. They played a little bit of that 1-1-3 zone, because they can't guard their fucking shadow right now, man to man. They're like, I'm watching them. I'm like, man, this is a soft team defensively. So they went zone. UCF missed some shots. They grinded it out. Offensively, man, they're still really fucking good with those guards, and then Bridges at the 4. But they got to find a way to patch it together defensively.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of missed or forgot to mention it for the Purdue game, where the Boilermakers outshot Northwestern from the free throw line 48-7. This game kind of had the same thing, and it was a little weird, Big 12 home team not really getting the favorable whistle. The UCF only got 7 free throw shots today. Baylor 25. And they made 20.
Newcomer getting shafted. Welcome to the league.
Yes.
Wait till you go to fucking Fog, motherfuckers.
How about them fighting Irish? This was a lock battle on the picks page between Colby and Mac. Mac had the Wahoos. And I picked the Irish on last night's show as well. I didn't lock them like Colby did, but he'd be laughing in your face right now with that lock battle music. So
no,
you need to explain yourself.
Bro, he fucking got so lucky. They're up 15 with 40 seconds left. They get like a fast break, and for some reason the guy turns it over. Like, just pull it out, run out the clock. We're going to cover. They turn it over. Transition 3. I'm like, oh, God, they're going to hit a fucking 3. Guy airballs by 6 feet, but they fucking fouled the guy up 15 with 33 seconds. And that's how I lost to cover. Notre Dame makes all 3 free throws. So shout out to Notre Dame. Colby's got the luck of the Irish tonight with that fucking bullshit cover loss. It's just bullshit. Between that and fucking Rhode Island, those 2 back-to-back, that was a fucking dick punch. Fucking goddamn.
Shout out Dick Puncher. You know who didn't have the luck of the Irish tonight was Austin Peay. They get absolutely drilled in Jacksonville by the Dolphins, 63-43. They lose by 20. Richmond goes on the road and win by 14. Mac, you locked this one. You were on the losing end of the Fordham Rams. I'll get to another one too. You'll have the choice of talking about 3 of them. Another lock of yours that lost. This one you're probably more interested in complaining about. Pitt wins outright 77-72 over Wake Forest.
Yeah, so my 7 o'clock window that could have been really fucking gold, basically, is what we're talking about between Wichita fucking puking on themselves, Wake Forest fucking puking on themselves, Rhode Island, Virginia, all should have fucking covered, all should have won. Dude, what's wrong with Wake? I thought I was finally, man, they're going to make the NCAA tournament this week or this year. And they had 10 days off for this game, and they controlled the whole first half. But then Pitt went through their fucking cha-cha-cha spurt where they made some shots out of your ass. Fucking lucky win for Pitt. This was brutal. Fucking Wake choked this game away.
This is the book when you're betting Wake Forest. Away from home, you can't take them.
No,
80-77 loss to Georgia, 77-70 loss to Utah. They beat Towson 71-61. They lose on a neutral floor to LSU 86-80. Then they get a little bit of a break from the away games. Their first one back in ACC play as away game. They beat Boston College by 6 on the road. Then they lose to Florida State 87-82. Then they lose 83-76 to NC State. They lose to North Carolina in embarrassing fashion. It was never competitive. And then tonight, 77-72. That's my book on Wake Forest. Away from home, they're just can't bet.
So I've vented about Wake, but we have to talk about Richmond because this fucking team, I'm telling you,
I think we gave them their flowers after the Dayton win. This was maybe an expected letdown, but they avoided it. This is what they should do, right?
Not this team. This team is fucking slow, unathletic. They just fucking they did not miss tonight. I was like, they're not gonna shoot the ball well tonight.
When Richmond was a 12 seed and they upset Iowa, that's exactly what they were too.
But they were old as shit. They were all 6-year seniors. These guys aren't all seniors. Like they're older, but they're not as old as that team. I guess they do have 4 seniors, but that other team was so old. That was ridiculous. But hey, man, you give them credit. I will be on VCU on Saturday.
Yeah, same with Philly Liverpool FC in the YouTube chat. He's already looking forward to that VCU spot. And Rob Donaldson, he asks me not to bring up the Iowa Richmond game anymore. I will not abide by his wishes.
Courtney Love did not win this game because that line reeked to high heaven. I mean, the undefeated team only laying 2 on the road.
Yeah.
So Courtney Love does not get it across the finish line here.
I mean, when my TVDBJ is saying low blow, Noah, well, I had a co-host of this show pick Iowa to go to the Final Four. Like, Colby was on Iowa that year. And I'm never going to forget that. Just like I'm never going to forget Arizona losing to Princeton in round 1. Like he's just had a couple of like famous flameouts. It's like, oh my God.
You know what he does?
Can't forget those.
He gets caught up in the conference championships where he looks at who won it and then he picks the last game he says they're going to keep it going and they always peter out. That was great when I had Princeton on the money line while he was fucking throwing shit.
Yeah, it was a total mood swing for you. Me holding the camera, just getting everybody's reactions to everything. You were pouting the first 3 hours because West Virginia had lost. And then that was like a total mood swing, heel turn. You and CJ rooting against Colby. The whole booth blew up when that thing went final. That was awesome. and shout out again, Avetta. She was there. She was with us. She can oblige for us there. Colby just collapsed like in the booth, didn't know what to do. He's like, I hate sport.
There was a lot of mood swings. That honestly was a shitty tournament. Looking back on it, it's just terrible. But we had
enjoyed
fun.
it.
We had
my first ever time in Vegas. I enjoyed the fuck out
all
of it.
The teams I wanted to win did not win. It was awful for me. All the teams I hated won. It was fucking terrible.
I had a great first weekend. From there, it was kind of like a slight decline throughout because we kept fading UConn and we kept eating shit. But that first weekend, I lost like one bet total on an ATS side. Lipscomb, they lose outright on the road at North Florida. Both Avetta and I were on the Ospreys here. They win 85-76. Colgate, you faded the system again. You took your guys, the Black Knights.
On tomorrow. I'm done fading it.
Colgate minus 13 comes through. You actually were able to get a better price on the picks page later on in the day, plus 14.5 with Army. The smart thing to do when you're betting against one of the conference's titans, but you still bet him against him. If Colby's here, he'd be asking you to explain yourself again.
Well, I mean, Army fucking led them for 36 minutes just a week ago, and I you know me, I'm a sucker for Army, so I thought, hey, come on, dog it up here. They're getting 14.5. They're going to lose by 10 because Colgate those white guys will make their free throws. It'll be a tight game, but yeah, man, Colgate finally fucking put it on them a little bit here.
Yeah, I'm looking at the picks page here too. I was surprised to see this is the first time I'm looking at his picks. Colby locked up Wofford off of the Furman win against Samford. That lock comes through as Samford only wins 81-79. They shit down their leg late when Wofford started to press. I mean, the terrible defense from the Terriers were there for the first 30 minutes of this game. And the Bulldogs pissed down their legs when they were pressing in the half court late in this one. So in a game where they could have probably extended this lead with some free throws, they turned over the ball. They gave up 2 easy layups, and this one turned into a real ass clencher. Belmont, they cover for us. This was picked across the page. Mac, you locked this one. The Sycamores of Indiana State win 78-72.
I don't know if I could have done the show if they had not covered this game. Because at one point, they had like a 23-0 run in the first half. I think I got to check what their actual lead was. I want to say they were up 22. And then Indiana State, I look up all of a sudden with like 4 minutes left and they're up 6. I'm like, no. If you're up 22, you have to cover 9.5. That's a 30-point swing. So, yeah, I mean, Belmont, that was a great situational spot. We talked about it. We got, Drake and Indiana State on Saturday. I love the Valley, man. It's a fantastic league.
Yeah. Bradley smashed at home like we know them to do. The Braves win 85-69 over Northern Iowa. That was one of my locks on the show last night. And then we'll get to one of my teams here. Florida goes on the road, and they beat Kentucky 94-91. Mac locked this one up. And I was not there with them. On the picks page, I did take Florida, but I was like, there's no way I'm locking them on the road. They just haven't really shown life on the road this season so far. This was their first win against an AP top 10 team on the road since 2003. Mac, are we talking about Todd Golden possibly being better than Billy Donovan here?
No, stop it. Stop. Colby would fucking lose his shit if he heard you say that. He's not even better than Mike. He's not even better than Mike Snow White right now.
He locked Kentucky here. Colby and NC Nick locked Kentucky.
Oh, dude, Kentucky. And I should have given this. Well, I should have given out West Virginia as my top play, but I didn't want to jinx it. I'm like, no. I just too emotionally invested. Let me give something else out. I should have given out Florida. I knew this was going to be a classic Florida. I actually thought Kentucky would win in the end. I thought Florida would miss a buzzer beater. Kind of how the game played out. It was back and forth. And then I thought they were going to miss that 3 and Kentucky would win by 3. But Kentucky's young. And Calipari, man, I don't think he's that good a coach. I know he figures it out and he gets usually the best out of him by the end, but they're so up and down. And Rob might be right. They may get bounced again. They're so jump shot reliant and relying on transition, where if you drag them in a half court game a little bit, they you can muck it up. South Carolina proved that last week. Obviously, Florida was able to maintain them a little bit here. I know the game went to overtime and ended up high scoring, but Florida, way to go. I'm starting to have PTSD of when we had Florida in the swamp and Kentucky came all the way back and fucked us. And it started happening again when we went to overtime. I'm like, no. Kentucky can't cover this game. This can't happen twice in the same fucking matchup where Kentucky's going to backdoor this cover against me. But yeah, good win, Florida. Game ball worthy.
Brian Sanders in the YouTube chat, he's got the Georgia avatar or logo for his name. You guys bark like dogs. We clap like gators. I mean, it goes both ways. Phone goes both ways. Evansville. Holy shit, where the fuck did this come from? You locked up the Flames on the picks page. They blow out Illinois Chicago 77-60. Do you just want to move on?
It really wasn't a blowout. They completely dressed it up. It was a tie game with like 10 minutes left. No, never again. UIC, Northern Illinois, just stop playing games. Your program's ass. Pathetic. I tell you, if you're not going to get Evansville, who are you going to get in that league? You can't win a game in that league if you can't beat Evansville.
They were so good in the non-con, too.
Oh, and this one even flipped to UIC as a favorite, too. I got it at +1.5. Like, I am a sharp, and then get my teeth kicked in.
Yeah. Another one of those CLV losers. Another also embarrassing loss in the Valley. This one was Southern Illinois loses at home in overtime in a game where they had the lead against Missouri State. They lose 76-75. Mac, did you catch any of this game? As the picks page, it was a clean sweep. Nobody locked it, but everybody picked on the Salukis.
Yeah, I mean it's. I almost locked up the Salukis. Glad I stayed off it. They collapsed in this game too. They had an early lead. They were up double digits. So, dude, they've been up and down. Something's wrong with that team.
Yeah. Also in the Missouri Valley, Drake only wins 81-70, so Valpo gets the cover there. Louisiana beats
every game recently.
Yeah. Louisiana beats UL Monroe in the rivalry that was just getting way too many points here. We picked UL Monroe on the show. It was kind of – you locked it, so shout out to you.
Backdoor, baby.
Shout out to you for that lock. I mean, the back door was a little bit extended too. I mean, they lost by 8. You were getting 13.5 here on the picks page. And then what? I mean, Memphis, no non-tournament team this year. They're not a tournament team anymore right now.
How the fuck do you lose to Rice? I mean, I locked Rice. I'm like, yeah, Rice will hang in there. Rice, all they do is lose close games. Shout out to Rice for finally getting on the right side of one of these. Like I said, Rice is better than the record. I know everybody laughs at me when I say that, but they have talent on that roster, but that they're not the discussion here. I mean, what the fuck, Memphis? You can't beat fucking Rice at home?
Yeah, this is embarrassing. The last home loss they had was to South Florida. There was some ice storms or whatever the fuck they want to call it, and they told everybody to stay at home. It was an embarrassing home advantage showing from the fans, whether there's ice or not. But still, that loss, sure, I can understand it with nobody being there. You cannot lose to Rice at home in a packed building. Also, you said it about Illinois, Chicago. Yeah, for sure. Why wouldn't it? I mean, how many quick exits in NCAA tournaments with all the talent he's had? This is an American Athletic Conference without Houston. This should have been you or FAU's league, and you're nowhere near the top right now of the standing.
Yeah, I know he played there. I mean, he's arguably the greatest player ever in program history, but
same with Pat Ewing.
Yeah, but well, I mean, Pat Ewing got the leashes of leashes before. I mean, he had to go like 0-18 twice before he got fired. Penny at least went to the tournament last year. He's won 2 out of 3, but but this was supposed to be a team that was supposed to go to the second weekend, and now you can't even beat fucking Rice at home. You can't beat UAB. Still time to get it turned around. They got talent, but ever since Mills went down, like you said, no, they suck. They suck ass.
They do. They do. It was since Mills went down, since Tomlin got added to the team. So Colby bet on Southern Miss once again. The Red Wolves of Arkansas State win 78-71 here. Nobody on the show bet this game, I don't believe. And like you mentioned for Illinois, Chicago, Mac, when is Missouri going to win an SEC game if they don't beat Vanderbilt this weekend? Because they lose to Arkansas at home 91-84. This was a game that the Tigers should have had.
They should have had it, but they got completely embarrassed. I mean, they were down fucking 22 at half. And you know what was sad too is I looked in the building, that place was packed. Yeah. It wasn't like it was they've quit on this team and program. They still showed up in Columbia, and this is unacceptable. Then they need to turn this around. This team has way too much talent, in my opinion, to be in the likes with Vanderbilt. Now, when is Vanderbilt going to get a win if they can't beat Missouri? I'll flip the question on you.
That too, because Auburn, they just absolutely put the pedal to the metal against the Commodores today. One of my locks of the day. This was a lock battle between you and I on the picks page. 81-54. That building was lit. They were focusing on, it was so bad of a blowout. They started to focus on some dude in the crowd dressed as a superhero or like Captain Underpants or whatever you want to call it, sitting there in his underwear with a cape around his chest. Apparently a senior there that was a journalism major. So that was way more interesting than the game in the final 10 minutes. So shout out to ESPN for actually doing some good broadcasting there. Penn State, they win by 15 at the rack against Rutgers. Are they pronounced dead too, Mac? I mean, you and Colby had this as a lock for the Scarlet Knights last night.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it. I thought the line was telling you that they were going to drill them, that this was the Rutgers smash spot. Penn State's been absolutely ass on the road. So let me ask you this, Noah. And I feel like the Big Ten goes in waves. Are we going to start getting some road teams that'll win games? How for January, all the home teams won. Yeah. Do we finally start seeing a little bit of a sway here where teams start finding a way to win on the road now in Big Ten play? I feel like it's starting to happen slowly.
I don't think so. I think most of the 50-50 games, this one aside, they have great home court environments. Everybody besides, in my opinion, Purdue, Wisconsin, Illinois, I think everybody else, they're coin flip games. They're able to lose games on the road easily if they don't bring their best A game here. And that includes Michigan State, who was a preseason very good team on paper. I've just been taking home teams for most of the time in the Big Ten for the last couple of years, and it's worked. And yeah, there's a couple of teams that I choose to bet against on the road. Maryland's somewhat figured that out, and I might have to pivot on that. But other teams are like Iowa. They usually don't win on the road. This season they had sprinkled in a couple of wins. But again, they're not beating the Wisconsins, the Purdue's, the Illinois.
I think driving, sandbagging, window having, cocktail napkin using.
I can hear
Noah
you.
Bieniek.
I can't see you move. I think it's you.
Is it me? Audience, who is it?
Your picture is all blurry for me.
Who is it?
Chad, help us out. Whose connection blows tonight? Chad, help us out.
It might be me.
I think it is because you froze for me.
No, I started announcing your name. Hold on. Let me switch this thing up. Give me 1 second. Keep going though.
If you want to back out, come back in. We've got two games that are final, a couple others that are just getting finished that we'll talk about. Yeah, it was Mac. I'll cover a couple. All 4 games remaining are kind of fire. So, okay, we're back. We're good.
Back better than ever. You got to switch up the connection.
All right.
What game are we talking now?
We're going to move to UConn at home. They beat Providence 74-65, but the Friars cover the number. It was a big number, but I thought coming off of that, Georgetown game that, we could have seen some sleepwalking here. maybe it was just too big. They win by 9. I thought some BS kind of went Providence's way too. Danny, got a tech, and whatever his face is, the referee. We had one goofball give another goofball attack. The high
Anderson,
knees, Jeffrey Anderson, the high knees referee. Shout out to that Twitter profile.
He's earned every technical he's gotten though. He's out of control. He is so unbearable to watch on the sideline.
So then tech him every game.
They should.
This shit needs to end.
They should. They should tech Shock. Shock is annoying as fuck too now. And I know we get Shock that pass. I
thought this was a terribly rough game, to be honest.
Yeah. I'm kicking myself for not going on Providence. I know and the only reason I stayed off was because of Georgetown. I got spooked because UConn looked amazing, but you're not blowing anybody out back-to-back 40-point games. That doesn't happen in conference play. So we should have went on Providence. I'm kicking myself.
UAB, they get the road win at North Texas. I was doubting them. I had the mean green last night. I didn't bet it, but this is a triple lock on the picks page. Avetta might even bet it. I can't remember. For UAB, both Colby and NC Nick locked this along with you. Andy Kennedy gets it done again.
Every game is the fucking same when these two teams play. It comes down to the wire. They played 4 times last year, and I know McCaslin's there, but Hodges is his assistant. It's the same style of play. They know each other so well. Take the points the next time they play. It'll be the same exact game where it just comes right down to the wire.
Yep. Ivetta's saying she locked it as well. UAB in the revenge game here.
Yes.
So that one's it for the picks page that have it finalized. Boise State beat New Mexico. What was the score? So Boise was the dog. They're a large dog. What was the score here? What was the final score?
Chat, would they end up winning by 9?
Our picks page isn't updated for the final.
They won by 8, 86-78. Max Rice goes for 35 and fucking 5. He and New Mexico was up 10-2 at the first media timeout.
Awesome. And then the Santa Clara St. Mary's game.
Oh, fucking Santa Clara's trying to backdoor this puppy right now.
Really? That's not final yet?
It's 65-51 with 7 minutes left. Fucking St. Mary's is up 23 or 24 now. It's down to 14. God damn you, Gales. They were up. What were they up, chat? 16-0 or 18-0 to start this game?
All right. We moved to game balls. Mac, I'll let you go first since I hosted this first part. You're going to take over hosting duties in the second part. Go for game ball number 1 here. Game ball number 1. Let's just go to the game that just ended. Boise goes into the pit. The pit was fucking lit again tonight. Ball down 10-2, but Boise finds a way to get it done. They get my first game ball. I'll give it to my Gators. They go on the road. They beat Kentucky. That's a program-defining win under Todd Golden. Hopefully he can build upon that. And that's a resume-building win as well. That's their best win of the season. That's certainly a mover that'll get them into the field. That's quad 1 victory on the road. That's very impressive for my Gators. I'm going to go Xavier here, and I know they were the home team, but they just got embarrassed, undressed by almost 50 over the weekend. So bounce back against Rick Pitino. They get my game ball for grinding that thing out tonight. For sure. Let's go with Jacksonville. They pissed all over Austin Peay today. It's a good win. The old Dolphins getting a game ball. All right, my final game ball. You know where I'm going. Come on. Mountaineers, baby. Get it done against the Natty. Bob Huggins Bowl. Get it done. Yeah. Skyline Chili. They ain't coming in here. It was an old Big East game tonight. It felt good to have Cincinnati back in the league. Look forward to playing them twice every year. It's going to be fun. Can't wait to go to Cincinnati in March. Give me the Mountaineers final game ball. Good win. Totally fair game ball. I'm going to take you to Rice. They go into Memphis, embarrass the Tigers once again. That's just a team that's currently broken, but still, Rice, in my opinion, had no business winning the game. They go in there and they steal a W. Let's move on to the picks, Mac. So if you're listening to this on the YouTube side, stay right here. On the audio side, we'll get to you in part 2 of the college experience. We'll talk about Thursday's slate, February 1st picks.
All righty, we're back on the college basketball experience, that is. Go check out the A side. This is the B side, where things get lit, as they say. So go check out the recap. This is the picks edition for Thursday, February the 1st. And let's lead it off. We got a standalone game, Noah Bieniek.
Oh, shit, I got to lock it.
Standalone game. You got to lock it. You can't stand behind that fucking curtain over there, fucking hiding when you're fucking window fucking storming windows over there, fucking LeBaron driving. Ooey Pooey in Green Bay, another standalone game, because remember, they played a standalone game. When was the standalone game? I want to say it was around the holidays, right?
Yeah, I think so. These two teams played, it was January 10th. So
January 10th,
not quite holidays, but it was a Wednesday afternoon game.
They always play a standalone game. 11 a.m. tip there at Green Bay. Green Bay, first place in the Horizon League. Oh, God. Green Bay's laying 12 and a half. Shop around. I can tell you how this game's going to play out. Ooey Pooey's going to lead for about 20, 25 minutes, maybe even 30. Green Bay's going to storm back and win by fucking 14. But fuck that. Give me Ooey Pooey. Ooey Pooey's going to lose by 11. They hit a bank 3 to lose by 11. Give me Ooey Pooey, the Jaguars.
If all that happens in that kind of order, I'll tip my cap. But currently, I'm still with the Phoenix. They will continue to rise. They're already at the top of the standings in the Horizon, but I think they go even further. Under Sundance Wicks and Noah Reynolds as one of the biggest stars in the Horizon League currently. Picking that for myself and for Dundee. For those that are the TMZers, only choosing to tune into part B or the picks only on YouTube, we still love you guys, but we adjusted at the beginning of the show. Colby not here tonight. We got a text around 5:00. It's that time, that window. It's his news to announce or to break. We're not going to do it for him. But last night he picked up Mama, soon to be Grandma Dundee, from the airport tonight. He said, Mac, Noah, go ahead and take care of the show tonight for me. And, Mac, we're the yes men. So address that in the part 2 of the show. Let's keep picking some games here.
Let's do it. Ooey Pooey. Lock battle. This ends up being a lock battle here. Standalone game to start the day. All right.
Here we go to the StreamYard default
music. Here we go. Now this one. Whoops. Wrong button. Here we go. In one corner, Noah Bieniek on the Green Bay Phoenix. The Phoenix will rise. The other corner, Moneyline Mac. Ooey Pooey. Jaguars. Lock it up. You know what I get a kick out of too is these Twitter fucking hacks over there that don't realize nobody in the YouTube can see their comments. They just keep commenting.
I feel bad for him in a way.
Fucking loser. Go be miserable in your fucking basement, you fucking clown. Your mother doesn't even fucking love you, you fucking jackass. You know who I'm
Shout out to
about.
QWERTY. I mean, he thinks I'm better than you, Mac. And
hey, you know what? Hey, at least he's giving you a little props.
Yeah. He's got a very creative username too. It's just the first 6 letters on the keyboard here.
Yeah, Corey. Make sure you go check out his picks. Yeah, I'm sure
Corey.
He's posted them somewhere. He's real sharp over there. Make sure we.
All right, we're only through one game. This is going to be a long episode. Come on.
We do have like a 66 game slate. So let's go over to a dandy here, baby. NJIT, Jersey Institution, headed to Binghamton. All right, Binghamton lane 7. I struggle with this game, Bieniek. I'll lay it with Binghamton, the golf course, but not a bet for me here, man. Not a bet for me.
I'm going to side with – what are we picking this game at? Sorry, I was
7,
zoned out.
7. I'm going off VSiN. They got the easiest website to read.
I think it's too many points. Give me the Technology Institute of New Jersey here against the Bearcats.
Boom. All right. Moving along, next up on the slate, we got the Maine Cocaine Bears headed to UMass Lowell. So UMass Lowell, obviously a dandy of ours. They roll in this league all the time. They're coming off the Vermont loss. They've had a week off. No, should we lock up Lowell here against Maine? Laying 8.5.
Cocktail Napkin likes it at 11.5. Yes, they've had a week off the Vermont loss. Maine's in the wrong spot at the wrong time. I like a UMass Lowell lock here. I
like it too, and they're good at home, like you said. It's a good spot for Lowell here. They got to go. Last year they struggled there as well. So double lock. We're gonna lock up the UMass Lowell Riverhawks. Next up on this beautiful slate, we got Drexel. Drexel's going to Monmouth. Drexel's laying 4.5. Drexel's playing good ball, but Monmouth's been feisty at home. Give me the home dog here, but I'm not going to lock it. I feel like Drexel is due for a little smash spot too.
Drexel 8-1 in their last 9 games, also 8-1 in conference play here. I think it's a tough matchup for Monmouth, honestly. As we know, the Hawks, they love their 3-ball, 44th in the country from 3. Drexel is a very good defensive unit, both 29th from the perimeter, also holding their opponents to the 18th worst effective field goal percentage in the country. I think it's a tough matchup for the Hawks. So give me the Dragons.
He's on the Dragons, so opposite sides, no bets there. Rob Donaldson, that's his favorite play of the day. He's got Monmouth, so if you want to ride with Rob, he's got Monmouth, King Rice. Took you to lock here, baby. It's going to be gross. Everybody's going to say, "Oh, come on,
Lord.
don't give me this. Don't give me this shit." App State, the Mountaineers, are going to Georgia State. It's a little bit of a rivalry, especially in the football field. App State's going to Georgia State. They're coming off the JMU win. Exact same scenario a couple weeks ago. App State beats JMU the next game. They do not cover against Georgia State. Same scenario here, but at Georgia State, give me Georgia State. Lock it up. I'll take the home dog +6. I think they're live in this game. Letdown for App State.
I'm taking the points, but I'm not locking it. I think it's a short spread. It might be short for a reason, but not enough points for me to take the Panthers here. All
right. It's Ryan Solo, Moneyline Mac on the Georgia State Panthers.
I'll adjust my statement too. I said I am taking the Panthers on the picks page, but I'm not betting the Panthers.
All right, I like it. Here's another game. I kind of like this one too, and they literally just played less than 7 days ago. We got the Camels going to Elon. Elon's laying 2. Campbell won the first meeting. I kind of like Campbell again. I think Campbell's better.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you again. Give me the Camels here. The Cocktail Napkin spit this one out right at 2. Thinks the line's correct. However, Elon could be on the revenge angle, but I am just going to side against it. Campbell's kind of been rolling. They've been in better shape than Elon lately, so more competitive in this conference. Give me the Camels.
I'll lean to Campbell. I'm not going to lock it just because they just played. All right, next up we got this is a lock too. Wilmington's going to Charleston. Charleston's laying 3.5 against the Seahawks. They just played 2.5 weeks ago. Wilmington won, stormed the court. Charleston revenge angle at home where they're almost unbeatable. I know that they lost fucking Towson, but Charleston, lock it up for me. System play for me. Pat Kelsey at home.
Yeah, I think we saw this last year as well. UNCW kind of gained a little steam in this conference. And then the CAA Titan, that is College of Charleston, they smacked them at home on Flow Sports. Fuck Flow Sports, because you can't watch them unless you pay for it. And it's terrible quality, in my opinion. So, yeah, I'm on Charleston. I remember this exact same scenario last year. Charleston was able to get the cover 4. I am going to lock Charleston with you.
Double lock on the Cougars. Pat Kelsey, Charleston. Here comes another one from me, and it's another rematch in the Sun Belt. ODU's going to Marshall. Marshall's laying 10.5 in Huntington. I know it seems like a big number, but remember, ODU beat them by about 20 for their only win. ODU since kicked off like a player or two. This is a Marshall stomp spot, man. Marshall's going to win this game by 20 plus, I think.
What's the spread here?
10.5. Telling you.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Marshall, but I'm not gonna bet it. Thundering Herd at home here in the revenge angle.
Single lock. Give me the Herd in Huntington. They've always been fucking good for us. Give me the Turd. What's the word? Fuck the Herd. That's what we say in West Virginia. I hate Marshall, but I'm betting them tomorrow. Minus 10.5. We are Marshall. Delaware's going to Bill and Mary. Delaware's laying 4.5. What do you think, Noah? This line kind of stinks.
Yeah, it does. Most of the time I favor the cocktail napkin in these types of games, even if it does stink. I'm going to go with Delaware here, laying the points on the road. Cocktail napkin spit out a 5. Really not an edge on either side, but give me the Blue Hens.
I want to bet Bill and Mary so bad, but I can't. I'll just take the points. This line reeks to high heaven. No, thank you. There's plenty of other reeky lines here on Thursday. All right, here we go. Louisiana Tech. Your boys, Louisiana Tech's headed down to the airport. Louisiana Tech's laying 8 at the airport. Nobody goes in the airport, baby. Louisiana Tech's 5-1. But kind of look at it. 3 out of the last 4 at home. Compared to the airport's been away from fucking Hangar 9. Lost 3 in a row, all on the road. They won their last 2 home games before that. I think the airport might win the game outright. I'm going to take the home dog. We got a battle here?
Dude, so the cocktail napkin spit out a 2.5, a minus 2.5 for Louisiana Tech. I'm ready to crumple it up and throw it out the window. However, this one might be a sleepy spot for the Bulldogs. For my Bulldogs, I have a conference future on them to win the Conference USA. And you know what? Everybody's preseason favorite, Liberty, they are out of the picture. We don't have to worry about Liberty. However, right after this one, you get Western Kentucky, who should be more of a challenge to Louisiana Tech than FIU. Western Kentucky's currently sitting tied for 3rd in the conference standings. This one's a little bit shaky. I'm gonna stay away from my Bulldogs. Actually gonna pick the Panthers here on the spread for the picks page.
Come on, I'll give you a push. We got to bet FIU here.
I only book 1 airport ticket a year, maybe this year 2 if I go to Omaha for the College World Series. But I'm going to Vegas, and that's the only airport I'm visiting.
All right, fine, solo. I guess I'll fucking sit in the fucking middle chair. Fucking Noah Bieniek ain't gonna join me. Give me the Panthers, FIU.
The window seat for yourself.
Bring us some on that money line, man. They're live in this game.
You're not even gonna get the window seat for yourself. You're getting the middle seat.
Oh, I saved it for you, but somebody stole it because we're flying Southwest and fucking I got B fucking 33 on my check-in number and you no-showed, so I'm late to the fucking flight. All right here. Next up, baby, let's go to Baltimore area. It's not real. I think it's technically Baltimore Northeastern.
County.
Baltimore County, Northeastern's going to Towson.
Oh, Towson? Sorry. I thought you were talking about UMBC.
No, I'm talking about Towson. Towson's laying 6.5.
No, this is in Towson, Maryland.
Which is right outside Baltimore.
Okay.
It's literally right outside Baltimore.
Right.
Give me Northeastern. Fringe lock. They won the first game. Bill Cohen, culture play. I'm not laying 6.5 with Towson. They've been playing well, though.
Yeah, and this is a revenge angle. Towson's or Northeastern's lost 3 of their last 4. They lost 2 games to North Carolina A&T and William and Mary in that spurt. Meanwhile, Towson, they're kind of rolling. Wins against Charleston, Drexel, Delaware, Campbell. Game 5 here, revenge angle where they lost by 8 on the road to Northeastern. Cocktail napkin loves Towson at home here. Minus 13.5 it's set at. I am locking the Tigers.
Oh, we Tigers. I may battle you on the picks page, man. I don't feel like giving out Northeastern this early. Fucking
you
St.
think
Mary's
grow, so you think I'm on the right side?
Noah Bieniek clogging up the Charleston Tigers. Beat Tigers. Get on over there. You got a couple guys in the chat. Does it make you feel good that Julio's on Towson with you? Does that make you feel
Julio had a slate winning day today. Shout out to Julio.
Warm and fuzzy, baby. Let's go, Tigers. Good luck to you guys. I'm not betting that game. Let's go over to the AAC. We got a live dog headed down to Dallas. SMU counterfeit coming off the Wichita loss. Tulane, Ron Hunter, they're live in this game, man. I don't trust SMU. I think SMU's about to go on a skid, kind of like Memphis. I don't trust this team. Give me Tulane. Lock it up. Sprinkle some on the money line.
Yeah, for sure. Tulane, I'm right there with you. SMU kind of fool's gold. Computer trickers and all that. Yeah. Fade the ponies here. They've kind of shown their true colors lately. So right there with you with Tulane. I had them as a top 3 team in the conference preseason.
Double up.
I think they're solid. I love Ron Hunter. Lock it up.
I like it. Let's go. Rob Donaldson's on SMU. They're fucking counterfeit. Bob Moore's headed to Oakland. Oakland's laying 9.5.
It's too many points for the Golden Grizzlies. I love Greg Campy, but too many points.
I think I agree with you. I'll take Bob Moore's. Let's go over to Georgia Southern. Troy's laying 5 at Georgia Southern. You know, it's funny. Everybody used to make fun of me for taking Georgia Southern. Don't look now. Georgia Southern has a fucking winning fucking wet. I can't talk right now. A winning record in league play. 5-4.
And
don't sleep on them. Is what I'm saying. I'm definitely on the points. I mean, Troy is they're 7-0 in league play. They've won all 7 at home. Sorry, they won the first game on the road at Coastal Carolina.
What are you picking this game at?
5.
Cocktail Napkin only has Troy -2.
I think I like the napkin here. Give me the home dog again. I'm
on Georgia Southern, but I'm not betting the Eagles.
What the heck's the point of that fucking napkin? You fucking keep giving out fucking possessions of value.
Like we've said when it was just me and you on these shows earlier. The cocktail napkin's meant for establishing an edge, and then I handicap. I just don't want to put my money on Georgia Southern basketball.
No.
Can't blame me for that.
No, Bieniek fucking he wants to ignore his napkin. Napkin sharp there, I'm telling you. Georgia Southern outright. Stony Brook's going.
Gualo's asking who's the cocktail napkin, and maybe it's February 1st. Maybe it's February 1st. We've got some new listeners since the last time we established what the cocktail napkin is. We on the College Experience like to have a little bit of fun while handicapping our games. It's basically my model that Colby, loves to shit on, and Mac has started to shit on it too. Colby would just say, "What are you scribbling over there on your cocktail napkin?" I don't claim to be a huge spreadsheet, Google Sheet nerd. I just establish where there's an edge against KenPom because most sports books at the beginning of the season use KenPom to set their lines when they open. And then the bettors bet it into the closing line where that's sitting, where all the sharp money is headed. So usually the cocktail napkin is just an edge against KenPom. But KenPom, as the season goes on, it gets sharper, and that's where the cocktail napkin somewhat has some outliers. And I established that, and you guys somewhat start to see it, especially when I'm put on the show full time. So, yeah, shout out to cocktail
right with the napkin.
It's led me to a huge a record that I built up in November, December. Those are my best months every single year in college basketball, and then I kind of steady off January through March, and then I'm able to pick some spots against the public in March Madness that treated me very, very well last season. So, yep, that's the cocktail napkin. You'll be hearing it a lot.
February is my best month, so stay tuned. Shout out to that guy. He says he's going to fade my picks. Good luck. Good go. Do it. Let me know how it goes for you. You're gonna be fucking living in a cardboard box, eating fucking ramen noodles, fucking trying to fucking get some Campbell's chunky soup with Donovan McNabb's fucking mom and fucking who knows where. All right, let's go over next to. Did we pick Stony Brook Hofstra?
No, we did not.
They just played. And Hofstra won at Stony Brook. That was a good game. I'll go Hofstra again. They're good. I like Hofstra.
What's the line?
7. They're good at home. I'm not betting this, so.
Hofstra. What was the score of this game? It was 80-74.
Hofstra pulled away late.
They won by 6 on the road, and they're laying 7 here.
Yeah, laying 7 at home.
I'll bet Hofstra.
You're gonna lock it?
Yeah, I'm gonna lock Hofstra. Stony Brook on the road. Cocktail Napkins got a -14.5 here. And Hofstra, 14th most 3-pointers taken on the season so far. 48% of their shots are 3-pointers. They're making them at a 36% rate. Stony Brook, they're allowing the 324th most 3-pointers a game, and their defense against the perimeter very bad. 36.5% from the three-point line. 323rd in the country. That's the angle here for Hofstra. This is a lock. This is solid. Why is this line only 7? This one kind of smells.
Yeah.
If they won by 6 on the road. I'm laying in the stink. Give me Hofstra minus the points.
Good luck to you. I'll pull for you. All right. Noah Bieniek taking big flags in the Hofstra Pride. Get on over there, betting.
Cocktail Napkin just became a thing this year because Noah Bieniek became a thing on the show this year. So I used to just be producer, pop in from Michigan and Florida talk, and then
let's go to a lock here. Milwaukee's going to Fort Wayne. Fort Wayne's laying 3.5. Fort Wayne finally got their first win. It's Milwaukee. Milwaukee's a better team. Fort Wayne, everything came together last game. Give me Milwaukee outright here. I'll take the 3.5. I'll lock up Milwaukee here.
I like Milwaukee too. I'm not going to lock it with you, mainly because I was looking at this game earlier. I think Milwaukee has a decent look ahead in the horizon. Where are they at here? It was. Oh shit! No, it's not.
Milwaukee's got.
They got IUPUI next. Why was I against it?
They're coming off Oakland double overtime game.
No, Milwaukee's defense has been shit this season. That's why.
Fort Wayne's been shit other than one game. It is a look ahead though. I mean, Ooey Pooey, proud program.
They're ready to shit on IUPUI, drop 100. That's a look ahead.
Ooey Pooey, live dog tomorrow. Noon.
No, that was not the reason why I was passing on Milwaukee. I pass on Milwaukee because they're 345th in defensive efficiency. You just never know when they're going to show up. So,
all right. I guess I'll just go alone. I'll go alone. I'll go alone
on my own.
Give me the Panthers of Milwaukee.
Nathan Cerna says IPFW sucks donkey nuts.
They have been sucking donkey nuts. That is factual. You know what else is factual? Is the SGP Patreon. The guy just dropped this month's bonus episode, behind the scenes breakdown of Sean's $200,000 winner. This week's Patreon pick and prize is free with $250 Super Bowl square, plus access all the pick sheets and exclusive channel on Discord. Head over to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Patreon. We're also brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. You can play alongside your favorite players all season long. NFL, NBA, NHL, college hoops, college football. Simply pick higher, lower. And, you can win 100 times with some spicy plays. Noah, you got anything queued up? Well, I mean, you can give out what you gave out in the first hour. Yeah, double down.
No problem. I just got to find the sheet that I wrote it on.
You wrote it on that napkin.
Lower than 15.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He's only averaging 13 here. Wisconsin's on the road at Nebraska. And the lower than 15.5 PRA for Klesmit is 9-4 in his last 13 games. So Klesmit under 15.5 points, rebounds, and assists.
You heard the man. Get over there, bet it, watch along, make your picks, maybe make a little bit of cash over on Underdog's mobile website, or visit UnderdogFantasy.com, and when you use the promo code sign up, Underdog will double your first deposit up to $100. That's Underdog Fantasy promo code TCESGPN. I can't believe St. Mary's has completely just collapsed this game. It's a 3-point or 4-point game with fucking 13. They were fucking 30. What a fucking joke. Losing night for me. It bounced back Thursday.
Cat's saying that Santa Clara blew the win. So they must have been leading St. Mary's while we were doing the show. No,
it's still live. 14 seconds.
Well, yeah, they're saying they blew their chance to win.
They're now fucking almost 30. They didn't blow anything. It's a miracle that they're fucking in the game. Fucking St. Mary's should have covered. They were up fucking 20-0 to start the game, and they were up 20-6 at one point this half. They should not have won this game. All right, good comeback though. If you had the Bronx, congrats on a nice backdoor victory. Next up, we got what's happened to JMU, man. They've been kind of sputtering here. They're laying 19 against Coastal.
I think all their losses have been quality, right? They haven't really had a true stunner.
I'll lay it with JMU. I'm not betting them though. I'm not betting them. All right.
I think they smack them here off the loss to App State. I'm not going to bet it, but I think it's a great spot. If you wanted to bet it, I wouldn't blame you. James Madison only has 3 losses this season. They're Southern Miss and App State twice. They're 3-2 in their last 5 games, and both losses for App State, who are currently leading the Sun Belt. I don't think they're really sputtering. They've lost to good teams.
Fair enough. Fair points. All right, let's go to the main event of the card here. And all the haters.
Shout out to Richie Rich. He went 17-1 today betting college basketball.
He said he parlayed them though, so that's not. I hope you didn't parlay those, dude. Hope you bet them all straight. I'm gonna take you to a winner here, and nobody's gonna take it with me. I can guarantee it. Tomorrow night, it's a new month. It is a new month.
Where are we going now?
We're going to go to freaking floor 3, freaking emergency room, and we're going to fucking...
Dear Lord.
We are going to fucking find a winner here at the fucking hospital.
No, you're not.
The Cleveland State Vikings are coming into Detroit. They're laying 7.5. Get the fuck out of here. This was a fucking close game the first time. Miracle push cover from Cleveland State. Detroit back at home. I stayed off them last game. I said, I'm saving my Detroit. I'm saving Detroit. I'm saving for when the Mercy comes back to the hospital. This is the one. This is the fucking one.
You can say it's a miracle all you want. They still lost by 11 at home against these guys. Or
no, it was on the road. It's on the road.
Yes, on the road. Sorry.
It's lit there.
No, it's not. I literally went there last year for Antoine Davis's to break the point scoring record, and it was not lit. They've got a student section. They've got a couple of diehards that were there, but no. I'm actually going the other way. I'm locking the Vikings here. give me the Vikings. Cocktail Napkin has them at -12. While you guys have been checking yourself into the hospital every other week, I have been fading the hospital, making a shitload of money, because when that bill comes and it's 5 digits, you're going to be like, why the fuck was I checking myself into the hospital so many times this season? Give me the Vikings, lock it up. This is a lock battle.
I stayed off when they were on the road. I've been disciplined, only at home. Here they are back at home, baby.
You're checking yourself into the hospital.
I'm checking myself in. I'll take another drink because Noah Bieniek is on this filthy Cleveland
They let you
State
drink at the hospital? Well, maybe that's the.
Oh, you got to check yourself in. You got to chug before you go in, baby. And then I'm going to the greatest team in the country, Detroit, the Mercy. Win number 1 outright. Sprinkle some on the money line. This is the one. Get those tweets ready. The losing streak is over. 22 games, 11 in the horizon. Detroit wins outright tomorrow.
Their last 3 games in the horizon: 105-64 loss, 87-71 loss, 78-64 loss.
You're a hater. You are a hater.
Dead people go to the hospital. We're healthy. You shouldn't be doing this to yourself.
This is it. 1-22 tomorrow night, and then I won't take them the rest of the year. I'll be done with them. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there for the win, though. It's coming. Let's go. Let's go, Coach Davis. Hampton's going to North Carolina A&T. A&T's laying 4.5. Man, they've really come along here recently. Give me Hampton in the points.
Nope, I'm locking up Terrell's North Carolina
nice.
A&T. Cocktail Napkin likes it by 9 against Hampton here. They've showed some solid life recently as I'm buying myself time to pull up why I'm locking this one when I was handicapping it.
They're playing well. No, you are right.
Yeah,
they are playing
they
well.
are. Hampton's lost 12 in a row, and NC&T, they're here at home. They're coming off a rough 2-game road stretch where they played Delaware and Drexel, 2 of the top teams in the CAA this season. But just before that, they had beaten Northeastern and William Mary outright at home, which this is a team that they were like 2-11 in the non-conference, just totally non-competitive. But under Monty Ross, they've kind of figured something out lately. So give me the Aggies. I'm locking it up.
Noah Bieniek's taking the red-hot North Carolina A&T guys. Get
Shout
on
out
up
to
there.
Dave Marina.
What'd you say?
He says Noah's confidence without Colby here is hilarious.
Is Colby put his picks in yet?
Then I'm not looking at the picks page right now.
Oh, you better take the hospital. That's all I gotta say. You better not quit on it now. This is the one.
Given this week, that hopefully the hospital treats him well. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Detroit's gonna win while he's in the hospital potentially. So
all the best food in the world,
Room 222, win number 1-22. Detroit Mercy. That game's already we had a game in between those. Let's go to Bryant, Baltimore County. They're getting 12 at Bryant. That's a lot of points at Bryant. I'll take Baltimore County, but I'm not betting the same.
This is a fun stretch for me. Normally the listeners don't hear this, but lock it up again. Cocktail Napkin has it -16. Bryant off the Vermont loss, getting UMBC at home here, where they won by 14 in the first matchup against the Retrievers on the road. So, yeah, off the Catamounts loss, give me Bryant, lock it up. They smash.
Unbelievable. Bieniek's fucking outlocking me right now. What the hell is going on?
The Thursdays, the Cocktail Napkin loves Thursdays. This is like a theme. We're in the teens every Thursday.
You need to spit those numbers. I need to fade that.
Nasty slates. But
you're way too confident in that slate. He's locking it up. Unbelievable. How many locks you got right now?
Are we out of the 7 o'clock slate yet? I've got 8.
I don't have times next to me just because the website that has times is shit to read off of. So I'm trying to make it more smooth. How many? Yeah. How about that one? That fucking one guy last night said all my locks are in the 7 o'clock window tonight. I was like, the whole slate was in the 7 o'clock window. There was like 4 fucking late games tonight.
Dave Marino, it's not quite drinking. It's my number one trick. It's ginger ale. I actually love ginger ale, so
I love ginger ale too.
I'm pretty clean, and this is not a dip cup; it's a sunflower seed cup. So, I have tricks up my sleeve.
You heard the LeBaron. All right, St. Francis, PA, going to Central Connecticut. The Blue Devils, who are the fucking hottest team in the fucking country. I hate this fucking team. Give me St. Francis. No lock for me.
I'm laying it with the real Blue Devils. Not a lock.
They got to come back down to earth eventually. I'm tired of them. System play here. Albany's going to Vermont. Vermont laying 11.5 here at home. Albany's going to get fucked up. They're coming off a win too. Vermont, they are coming off the double road trip.
Against the 2 top teams in the conference.
Yeah, if there is a look ahead, it would, letdown, it would be this spot. But they're automatic.
But Albany's off the win.
Yeah.
They're only 3-3 in this conference. Their wins are NJIT, Binghamton, and New Hampshire. when they've stepped up in conference. UMass Lowell beat them by 21. Bryant beat them by 9.
Right.
We're talking about a Vermont team. I don't know what the spread you just said, but they're laying 11.5, and I handicapped this one. I locked the Catamounts up. So
I'm with you. Double lock, Catamounts. I agree. You're right.
Thank you.
Thanks for.
Hopefully, I'm right tomorrow when it comes out.
All right, here we go. Let's go to this game. Fair Dick.
Oh, Lord.
Fair Dick's taking on the Long Island Sharks. I'm not going to fucking talk about the Long Island Sharks all fucking night here. I fucking hate the fucking Long Island Sharks. Fucking Colby, he's going to be logging out the fucking Long Island Sharks. They're getting 8 in fucking Fair Dick. Fuck you, Fair Dick. I hate you. You fucking screwed me against Central Connecticut. What do we do here, Noah? I have no feel here. Pick a side, and I'll come to the same side as you here.
You take Rod Strickland and the Sharks, the fucking Sharks.
I don't want to bet the Sharks. I hate
Sharks. Actually, I'm not even joking though. Like Cocktail Napkin spit out a slight edge to LIU. I'd be a lunatic if I bet this one too on a Thursday slate. But you know me, I any way that I can fade FDU and Tobin Anderson, even though he's at Iona now, I look to fade both programs. Slightly less hate towards FDU than Tobin, but yeah, give me the Sharks. The Sharks.
I feel like I should bet Fair Dick, but I'm not. I'll lay it with the Fair Dick. I know I said come to your side, but the Sharks suck. All right, this is a good game in the Big South here, man. Longwood. Everybody loves Longwood here. They've been struggling. They're going to High Point, who's fucking red hot. High Point's laying 6.
Wine.
High Point's undefeated in league play. They've been fucking rolling teams. They actually have not been rolling teams recently, though. They've been in close games against Winthrop, Charleston Southern, Presbyterian. I like Longwood here.
Yeah,
I'm going to lock Longwood.
I think it's too many points. I'm not going to lock it because High Point has been rolling this season, but Longwood, I'm taking the points.
Longwood for me. Lock it up. Everybody loves some Longwood. Get on over there, bet some Longwood here. Where's my fucking music? Where's my theme music? Ready, bet a Woody. Longwood's in the building.
Cannabis Capper wants a Fair Dick Longwood parlay.
Now that's something. That's something I can endorse.
I'm on LIU. I can't endorse FDU.
You're a fucking hater. Next up,
I don't like my dick fair. I like it long.
You don't like fucking Tobin Anderson, and you're taking it out on Fair Dick. All right,
long parlay from Cannabis Capper.
Lemoyne's taking on Wagner, the vacuum company. Lemoyne's the fucking best team in the country. Give me Lemoyne. They're dogs? What the fuck? Getting 2 points? They don't even have a logo on this website. What is this disrespect? This is the Dolphins. Give me Lemoyne.
Yeah, Wagner could be possibly showing their true colors. They've lost 3 in a row. However, 3 best teams in the NEC: Sacred Heart, Merrimack, Central Connecticut, back to back. Evil scheduling from them or from the NEC in general. So I'm on Wagner laying the points here, but I think this is a tale of 2 teams going in opposite directions. Lemoyne's kind of been streaking lately, and Wagner's been struggling. I'm gonna lay it with Wagner, but I'm not gonna bet it.
All right. What about Stonehill at Sacred Heart? Sacred Heart's hot. They're off a loss. Stonehill hasn't won since fucking John F. Kennedy was fucking president. It fucking feels like they fucking suck. Give me Stonehill though.
What's the spread?
11. Sorry.
Yeah, I think it's too many. Cocktail Napkin has it at 9, so I'll go with the slight edge here. I'll take Stonehill on the points.
Let me add a fringe lock here. I don't know if I want to bet it yet. Bellarmine is head to Kennesaw. Kennesaw's laying 8. Bellarmine got their win. They looked good the other day. The Staples were fucking sharp as a tack. Bellarmine goes in there with the list with Northeastern as fringe locks for me. You know, I love me some Bellarmine in Northeastern basketball. Give me a Bellarmine here. Too many points. I kind of saw plays with their food, man.
I'm going to lay it with the Owls.
Oh, you're a hater on the Staples, huh?
Bellarmine's been a fade all season.
Kennesaw is 4-3 in league play, like you said. All right, next up, we got Utah Valley going to Stephen F. Austin. Dude, Stephen F. Austin has fucking – how many have they lost in a row now? Stephen F. Austin has lost –
2 in a row. Grand Canyon and Cal Baptist, 2 quality teams this season.
Okay. But they both are at home where they never lose.
This one's at home, too. This is their 4th straight home game. They beat Seattle in OT and then had 2 losses in a row. So they've kind of been shaky lately, performance-wise. But
they're going to fuck Seattle,
Seattle, Grand Canyon, Cal Baptist, Utah Valley. Again, this is a gnarly stretch from schedule makers to give. SFA has been one of the classes of the WAC. This is evil. If this is the SEC, they would never deal this to Alabama.
They all are at home, though, man.
True, but you would never really see Alabama draw Kentucky and Tennessee back-to-back, which I think they actually did this year. I think it was Tennessee, Auburn back-to-back.
I think we should lock the Lumberjacks.
No. What's the spread?
6.5. They're laying it.
No, I'm going to take the points with Utah Valley. Usually you like to fade them on the road, but I think it's too many points with just the way that Stephen F. Austin's been playing lately. Utah Valley, another quality team. So on the road, you usually fade them, but they just had a nice performance at Seattle. I'm not going to put it past them to keep it up if SFA is truly struggling. I don't have much conviction on either side of this game, so I'm just going to take the points.
Lumberjacks riding solo late. Taking my Lumberjacks. Jack, here we come, baby.
Avetta wants you to take a graveyard, hospital, airport parlay. You maniac.
Ooh. Don't tempt me with it.
Just by the face that you're making, you're a maniac.
Don't tempt me with a good time here. Let's go. All right, South Alabama's going to Texas State. Texas State's laying 2. This line is something. Texas State is what? They've lost. They're 1-8.
They're 1-9 in their last 10 games.
But South Alabama's been dog shit too. I'll lay it, man. I'll lay it. Whatever.
Cocktail Napkin thinks the wrong team's favored, so I'm gonna go with South Alabama, but I ain't betting this.
I was about to say, let's see how many stones you got if you'll fucking bet that fucking shit game.
Hell no.
All right, let's go to a lock here. The Bison are headed to the Jackrabbits. Bison are getting 9.5 at the Jackrabbits. I think we should bet the North Dakota State Bison here.
I ain't betting it, but I think that South Dakota State's just getting too much respect in this conference since Oral Roberts isn't as good. Fading him has been working out quite well, but I ain't going to bet him against South Dakota State when they're at home. That's just how I've operated so far this season. So I'm going to take the points, but I'm not going to bet it.
All right, I'm riding solo. Give me the Bison. I mean, this rivalry, it's always close.
The Jackrabbits, they're still the class of this conference, but I don't think they're as good.
I agree,
as they have been in the past.
Getting too much respect here. I think the Jackrabbits win by 7. I think they win by 7. All righty.
The TMZers in March, they'll see South Dakota State in the tournament, and they'll think they're quality like they usually have been. This team's not as good. They'll be a 15 seed. They'll get smoked.
You heard Noah Bieniek. Idaho State's going to Northern Colorado. Northern Colorado's laying 9.5. Lay it.
Yeah, Northern Colorado's kind of been rolling lately. They smashed my darling in this conference, Idaho, in their last game. Why can't they do the same to Idaho's in-state rival?
There you
so
go.
I'll lay it with the Bears.
No lock from Bieniek. We're both laying it. Next up, we got Weber headed to Northern Arizona. Weber's lost 5 out of 6, but Weber, I swear, man, when I watch them, they are better than their record. They're laying 7 on the road at Northern Arizona. This is the get-right spot. Give me Weber. I'm going to lock up the Wildcats here.
I mean, sure, when you win on the road at St. Mary's, you're definitely better than the record. But the way that they're playing, they're 1-6 in their last 6, or 1-5 in their last 6 games.
It's a new month.
Sure, turn the page. They had a shit January, but you know who hasn't been stumbling lately? It's Northern Arizona. Their one loss lately was Eastern Washington, which, of course, you go on the road up there, you're probably going to get your ass kicked. But Northern Arizona's been feisty lately. I think they're in better form than Weber. So I'm taking the points with the Lumberjacks.
Taking the points. Solo lock. Give me fucking Wildcat. Weber State. All right, another Dakota matchup. We got North Dakota headed to South Dakota. The Coyotes. Coyotes getting 3 at home. North Dakota's much better. They're laying 3. Give me the Coyotes. I'm not betting this.
So the Coyotes are catching points at home?
Yeah.
They're shit, but
North Dakota's
rivalry game
5 in a row, I think.
What?
I said North Dakota haven't the Fighting Hawks won 4 in a row?
Yeah. UMKC, Oral Roberts, Denver, St. Thomas.
That's a fucking dynasty.
Coming off the road win at St. Thomas might be a little bit of a letdown too, but they've had a couple of days off in between. North Dakota's in good form.
They got North Dakota State on deck too.
Oh, they do too.
Yeah.
South Dakota's got South Dakota State on deck. So
true.
I'm going to take the points with the home team. I am not confident in this at all. I would highly advise you not to bet this game.
South Dakota fringe lock.
God damn it.
Fringe lock. I got to dive into the numbers a little more overnight time. Get a couple more drinks in. You find 3 or 4 more gems in the evening. A Bellarmine Northeastern type deal. All right, Noah Bieniek's Denver Pioneers.
Let's go. Now we're talking about a quality game.
Going to Kansas City. UMKC's laying the number here. Is the line telling you UMKC is going to get this done?
How many numbers?
They're laying 2.
They're laying 2. Okay. Cocktail Napkin only has UMKC by 1. It probably is telling you what's going to happen. UMKC off a huge win. They blew out South Dakota. That was at home on Saturday. They catch Denver here. Denver, though, off the loss, an embarrassing loss against Omaha. I'm willing to take the point with my Pioneers, but this one smells.
All right. Understood.
What was your pick?
UMKC. Give me the home team. I don't get enough conviction.
Great pick, Mac.
Yeah, thank you. I do it for the fans. All right, let's go. Here we go. There's Moorhead's in the building. Moorhead 7-1 in league play. They're going to Nashville, Tennessee. Don't look now, though. Tennessee State's won 4 in a row. This is a hard fucking place to play at now. This is an HBCU. They got the fucking loud-ass band every time out. Is this the ESPNU primetime game? No, it's
8
not.
o'clock.
No. Moorhead's off the big win against Western Illinois. I kind of want to bet Tennessee State here as a home dog. I think Moorhead's due for a loss here. This is a hard place. Everybody in this league, it's hard to win at this place. It's a pain in the ass playing there, man.
How many points are they catching?
They're getting 4. They're getting 4.5. Shop around.
So Cocktail Napkins got Moorhead State, but favored by 3. I'm kind of with you, though. Tennessee State's in good form as well. Moorhead State, class of the league. They're 7-1 right now in conference. I'll take the points with Tennessee State at home. I'm not going to bet it, though.
Give me the home dog. I faded Moorhead at Edwardsville. Their 1 loss. I think they go down again tomorrow. Give me Tennessee State, the Tigers. Next up, we got Tarleton, Abilene Christian. This is going to be a lock for me, man. They just played a couple weeks ago. Rivalry. Abilene Christian laying 1.5 at home. Tarleton got the win at home. But I think Abilene Christian's playing some good ball. I think they're the better team, despite their 8-12 or 8-13 record, whatever the fuck their
8-12.
8-12. Better team off Southern Utah loss at home. Lock up Abilene Christian. Noah, what say you?
Yeah, you handicapped this one perfectly, but I ain't betting it. I think it's going to be tight. I have no interest in putting money on it. But Abilene is the play.
Abilene. Are they the Wildcat?
Yeah.
The Wildcat parlay. Abilene. Weaver. Lock that puppy up. Next up, we got this game's interesting, man. Eastern Kentucky's a fucking wagon right now. They fucking cover every game.
They should have been. At the beginning of the season, they sucked when they brought almost everybody back from their team. Now they've started to figure it out. They're 7-0 in the A-Sun. They should have been playing like this early on in the season.
Should we bet Eastern Kentucky here again? They're laying 6 at Queens.
No, I think it's too many. Queens at home. This is the spot.
You talked me off the lock, VKU. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, we'll see how it goes tomorrow.
Good friend say together. It worked tonight. I forget what game we're talking about that you talked me off, but it won. So
Lehigh Navy.
Yeah. All right, next up we got
Queens at home is playing. They play their most competitive ball at home, but they're still inconsistent. So no bet.
Fair. That is a fair assessment. I think we could double lock this together, and I know they're not that good on the road. Tommies are going to the Tommies are going to Omaha.
Omaha.
The Tommies have stumbled a little bit here. I think they dropped the home game. I think they get it back right on the road in Omaha. Omaha. Give me the Tommies. I want to lock up the Tommies. Are you coming?
No, my golden rule with the Tommies is they're another home team. Cocktail Napkin likes them by 3. Not enough really to make me dare and bet them on the road here.
Tommy boy. I'm fucking locking up the Tommies here. What's going on with this fucking
song? Ran out. It ended.
Come on, play it.
You want me to play it?
No, I'm fucking yelling at my computer. There you go. Tommy boy.
I played enough.
Motherfucker, why don't you fucking work the way I fucking tell you to work, you fucking jackass.
Julio's on Omaha.
Good luck, Julio. Wish you the best. Don't go against my Tommies, baby.
Jeff Sharp's going to be at the Omaha game.
All right. Jeff Sharp, who do you like? Jeff Sharp, loyal listener. He's always giving me shit in the chat or in the comments. It's great. I enjoy it every single night.
Are you an Omaha native, Sharp? Let us know. I'll be out there. I plan to be out there in June, late June.
Oh, yeah, College World Series.
Yes,
speaking of staples, although they don't have that many staples this year, Wisconsin, they got Purdue on deck.
No. That stapler's out of staples this year.
They got Purdue on deck. They're going to Pinnacle Bank Arena. They are laying 1. This thing's going to flip to Nebraska as a favorite, I bet you, by tomorrow.
I don't know. I think the public's going to say Wisconsin at Nebraska, no way. But Pinnacle Bank's a tough place to play.
Yeah.
Cocktail Napkin put it right on the number -1, so I'm ready to throw it out the window here too, because this should be a smash spot for the Cornhuskers. I'm ready to take it if you are. I think the only home game they've lost this season is Creighton. Yeah.
Yeah, and they just played in Wisconsin, and Wisconsin put it on them. Yeah.
So revenge angle. The only home game that Nebraska's lost so far this season was Creighton. He's the cover boy for the thumbnail today. Keisei Tominaga.
Come on, his favorite play of the day, baby. Get insanity.
Really?
Yeah, they're winning this game. That play's gonna be on fucking fire.
This is a fringe lock. Just because they got their ass kicked the first matchup of these two.
You have to lock this.
I'll see how the line moves. If it flips, then I'll bet it. I'm weird like that. If it goes in the way that I want to bet it, then I'll jump on it. If it's still within a possession, we'll see.
They got Purdue on deck. This is the look ahead. Nebraska at home.
Nebraska's got Illinois next too. So
this is a top 10 team at home.
I know.
There ain't no look ahead here. Fuck Illinois. Worry about Illinois when you fucking get to Illinois. Where's that game? Is that game at home too? No, it's in Illinois.
No, they're in State Farm Center. The last time they hosted a top 10 team at home, they beat Purdue by 16. So
Tom Managa's going to make every shot tomorrow. I can't wait. I can't fucking wait. I'll be going crazy. I'll have a jersey. Arlington's going to Southern Utah. Southern Utah's laying 1. Arlington's better than them. And they lost 2 in a row. French lock on Arlington.
So you're betting Arlington because they've lost 2 in a row. I'm trying to follow the Moneyline Mac logic here.
I think they're a better team. They were playing really good basketball before this 2-game losing streak. Colby and I had bet them. They beat Utah Valley. They beat Seattle. Who else did they beat? Oh, they beat the Mexicans by 20. They lost a tough one to fucking Grand Canyon in a game that they led.
Cannabis Capper's asking the question that I'm asking: why Southern Utah is laying points here? Cocktail Napkin spit out a favorable number for the Thunderbirds as well. But I don't know. This is the first game where I'm stumped. I'm going to go with Southern Utah with the Cocktail Napkin, but I don't understand this number. This is again where I don't claim to be a spreadsheet nerd and how my numbers get created. Again, just establish edge against Ken Palm, and then we handicap from there. It's just a sorting tool. When you get these 150 game slates on Saturdays, the Cocktail Napkin really comes in handy. Because then I'll be like, oh, so I've got a 3-point edge here. Then I'll handicap that. And there's like 40 of them on a 150-game slate. That's where the Cocktail Napkin really comes in handy. Give me the Thunderbirds. I got no conviction here, though.
Check the picks page. I'll probably bet all. Dude, they're fuck. They dropped back-to-back games, but they were in both those games, and one was against Grand Canyon. I mean,
yeah,
Grand
the other one was Abilene Christian too. It was solid competition. Both games.
I mean, they're a lock tomorrow. They're going to kill Tarleton. Let's go to Little Cock. Little Cock's going to Edwardsville. Edwardsville's laying 3.
I'll lay it with the home team, Edwardsville, but I'm not going to bet it.
Vetta's saying the Sharps are on the Jags tomorrow. Damn right we are. I
love how he uses we.
Yeah, fucking all that money on the Jaguars is my money. Hopefully it doesn't fucking go to waste. Just like the
Cougars are good at home. I'm laying the points with SIUE.
They are. Yeah, you got to fade Little Cock here on the road. I'm with you. Tennessee Martin's going to Edwardsville. This game's a pick. You shop around and maybe a 1 on one other side. Eastern Illinois Martin played, and that was they went into Martin and won. Give me the revenge angle. Give me Tennessee Martin here.
That was my exact thought. I like UT Martin too. Give me the Skyhawks.
I like it. No, Bieniek seeing eye to eye. Here's a lock. Cal's going to Arizona. Arizona's laying 17.5. Nope. I'm locking up Cal. I don't trust Arizona, man. I don't like this team that much. Yeah, they
Arizona they're returning home off the Oregon trip where it was a disaster. They lost the game to Oregon State. No look ahead here in sight either. Really, it's Stanford. Stanford did beat them. I mean, maybe they're looking ahead for a revenge angle, but Cocktail Napkin spit out a 21.5. I'm not going to bet it just because I think Cal competed in that first game as well against Arizona. I'll lay it with the Wildcats, just coming home off their a rough Oregon trip, to say the least.
That's a nice way to put it. Give me the Cal Golden Bears. I think they're better than the record as well. They've won 2 in a row. Time to keep this thing going. Give me the Bears.
You're locking it?
I locked UCLA and USC at their place. Their numbers are ridiculous right now because they beat Duke and they beat who'd they beat the tar off of? They beat somebody by 50. Oh, Colorado. Yeah, I'm locking Cal. Let's go. Mark Madsen, road.
They beat the tar out of Wisconsin.
True.
And they also beat Alabama in the non-con.
Yeah, it was neutral site.
They also beat Michigan State. They built up a good reputation. So I think it's well earned.
They're going to win by 12. League
sure, and that's why I'm not betting Arizona.
Caleb Love's inconsistent. I agree with Damani in the chat.
I mean,
they got anybody
could have told you that, Mac.
And Cal's getting better under Mark Madsen, year number 1. I'll tell you who's getting better. My Southern Indiana Screaming Eagles.
Oh, Lord.
They are headed to Cookeville, Tennessee, losers of 5 in a row. But you know what? They've been fighting.
What's the spread?
What is the spread? Tennessee Tech's laying 2.5. Oh, God, I would have bet Southern Indiana so bad. I can't do it. I'm sitting this one out. I'll root for my Eagles, but I'll take the points. But I guess they're both the Eagles. Tennessee Tech sucks too, though, man.
Tennessee Tech beat Southern Indiana by 14 on the road earlier this season. Lock it up. This line's too short.
Oh,
Cocktail Napkin likes it by 5.
You're taking on Courtney Love. I'm
going with Courtney Love. Isn't that how you look at it here?
You're diving into the stink. I guess technically you are riding with her.
Yeah, I'm riding with Courtney here. She hopped into my LeBaron.
This line stinks too, brother. Western Illinois is going to fucking Lindenwood, the penitentiary. Western Illinois is only laying 4. Lindenwood's god awful. But they're
coming off a win too.
They're coming off a win. Maybe they suck. Maybe
so that's why that doesn't make any sense even more.
Why did they just play?
What do you mean?
Did they have like a snow out? Why did they play on Tuesday night? Now they're playing again on Thursday, then they play again on Saturday.
I don't know. But why wouldn't you bet Western Illinois here? Western Illinois beat them 68-57 earlier this season. They're 6-2 in conference. And Lindenwood is 2-7. This is like the exact handicap that Colby uses to bet against Western Illinois.
And Western Illinois is off the loss, like you said.
Yeah, this seems like a smash spot for the 11X.
And they're the more rested team. They're the better team. Sorry, Lindenwood. The penitentiary is going down tomorrow.
The Leathernecks are breaking in.
Are you locking this with me?
What? Am I locking this?
Western Illinois, you just gave the case. You sold me.
Yeah. But I gave the case of why Colby would bet against Western Illinois here. What I was meaning.
I gave you the case why we should. This is the second game in 48 hours against a superior team. The penitentiary,
leading way too many bets here. That's right.
You'll put you in the spotlight. Everybody's.
Right.
Let's go.
What's the line? What are we betting?
Four.
This is not one that I bet pre-show.
You're coming in. Come on, let's go. You only live once.
-4. All right.
It's a short number. I mean, if you're going to lay that with fucking Tennessee Tech, you got to lay that with Western Illinois. Noah, you may be locking this too. I don't know what the napkin says here. Gulf Coast going to Central Arkansas. Gulf Coast laying 2. Give me Central Arkansas. I'm not fucking touching it. Central Arkansas is god awful.
The Gulf Coast line got spit out right at 2 on the cocktail napkin as well. I bet Central Arkansas against Kennesaw and they won outright. They've been feisty, especially at home.
Are you locking Central Arkansas?
No, I'm trying to find a way to pick them.
Trying to put some words in his mouth, people.
Shut up. Give me the purple bears or whatever they are. I think they're just the Bears.
All of a sudden, you get in the code, Pielight C, and you're locking the whole fucking board.
No, I'm not. give me the Bears. Thursdays actually are usually the most active cocktail napkin days. They're right there competing with Saturdays.
No doubt. Noah Bieniek will lock up Central Arkansas. Just kidding. I'm fucking with you. Stetson's going to North Alabama. North Alabama's laying 1. Ooh.
I think the wrong team's favored.
You have Stetson favored?
Yeah, but I mean not enough.
I'm on North Alabama. No bet here for either of us.
North Alabama's been they I mean, it's your guy Poole. I was high on him coming into the year, but Stetson's been good.
Stetson is in Florida.
I know. This one kind of smells to me.
What's Ryan Haase talking about?
They're playing at North Alabama.
Oh, yeah. That's what I said.
I don't know.
Oh,
maybe.
All right. I thought he said, yeah, never mind. Let's go dude, this is actually probably the most underrated game of the night. Youngstown, fucking red hot winners of what? 6 out of 7.
This
going
is
to
game.
My Wright State guys. Wright State.
Your Wright State guys.
I take him every other fucking game.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
I was going to say, they recruited me in baseball. I like to call them my Raiders. Raider gang.
I think we should lock Wright State. More veteran team. Games for first, or not first place, because Green Bay never loses until they lose to Ooey Pooey tomorrow. But this game is for standings. Wright State's 1 game back, veteran team. I'll lay the 2.5, and I'll lock up Wright State here. Love the spot.
I don't love the spot. I think you're probably on the right side just because they're the home team and what's going to be an electric game, but I'm not going to bet it. Give me the Raiders.
All right. Tried to bring you. It was a winner. Wright State Raiders, lock it up. Liberty.
Julio on the Penguins, the flightless birds.
Good luck. Good luck to you, Julio. Best of luck. Best of luck to you in the battles tomorrow. The Flaming
It was all caps too, by the way.
Oh yeah. Hey, make sure you guys Dan Marino, make sure you fucking get some notes on that, on the confidence picks there. The Flamin' Libs are headed to Las Cruces here. The Flamin' Libs, they kind of suck on the road, man.
They suck in general this year.
New Mexico State's autoplay at home. New Mexico State money line. Lock it up.
What's the spread?
5. Fucking the Flamin' Libs are laying 5 on the road?
Yeah, I'm taking the points.
You want to lock this? Lock the Aggies at home?
No, not really.
All right. Solo. Give me. Mexico State, lock it up. I don't get that line. Maybe I'm walking into a trap here. I don't fucking know. I'm not fucking scared. Mexico State, lock it up. So I gotta write all these lock sleeves down over here. Next up, Sam Houston's going to Western Kentucky.
This one's
very
very
interesting.
2 of the top
game.
3 teams in Conference USA right now.
Louisiana Tech 5-1, Sam Houston 5-1, Western Kentucky 3-3. Western Kentucky's a fucking juggernaut at home.
What's the line?
4. So I thought I said it. Sorry, 4.5. They're laying 4.5.
You might be saying it half the time.
Yeah,
I'm just kind of tunnel vision.
Damn it. I want to bet Western Kentucky, but I feel like the line should be bigger.
I think it's too many points. I think this is a 1-possession game, so give me the points. I'll take the Bearcats.
All right, you talked me off it. I'll lay it with Western Kentucky, but no, it talks me off the lock. Eastern Washington's headed to Montana State. This is a good fucking game in this fucking league.
Yes.
I mean, Montana State, man, they keep a good program. They're sitting at, 5-3 in league play. Eastern Washington, obviously a juggernaut. Is this the one that E-Dub loses?
What's the line?
I don't think I said it this time. You may be on to something. E-Dub is laying 3.5.
Ooh, on the road.
What did they do last year against each other?
In Bozeman. I like the points. I don't even know what they did in the last year. Last year's team, I think, was a little bit better than this year's Eastern Washington team, but still, the Eagles run this conference. They lost. They lost outright. Actually, no, they lost to Montana State in Cheney. They beat Montana State on the road last year, 70-67. So Bobcats still covered.
Yeah,
I think it's another close game. Give me the points.
Sorry, I may take Montana State tomorrow. I don't know yet. Check the picks page. I like Montana State's program as well. I like both programs. Idaho's going on Montana. Montana's laying 14, 2 touchdowns. Lay it.
They're laying 14. against my Vandals.
They're telling you they're going to get killed.
My Vandals don't get killed.
They're fucking terrible.
Yeah, they are rough. They've lost 7 in a row. They're due.
They are due. Hey, February is the month of the due.
Yeah, I don't know. Montana is returning home after a 1-1 road trip. It's too many points. Give me my potatoes. I'm taking the points. Not gonna lock it.
No, Bieniek, he's on his potatoes. If you want to go battle him over with his fucking potato head, with his fucking potatoes, get over to Cut. Cut is a peer-to-peer social betting platform, U.S.-based and available in 40 states. Head over to cut.com. That's KUTT.com and use that promo code SGPN for a 10% bonus today. Cut also allows you to list almost any kind of bet, perfect for getting action on fun Super Bowl props. Who doesn't want to bet the fucking Super Bowl? Get on over there and bet. We're also brought to you by, speaking of bets, Hall of Fame Bets. Win bigger by betting smarter this NFL season with Hall of Fame Bets, the sports betting analytics platform for parlays, props, game lines. Research all NFL, NBA, and historical data. Stop betting in the dark and join over 30,000 users researching with Hall of Fame Bets who craft a more intelligent, data-driven parlay. Download that Hall of Fame Bets app or visit hofbets.com. Code SGPN to get 50% off your first month to start making smarter bets today. Start researching, start winning with the Hall of Fame Bets. And get on over there to the SGPN merch store. 15% off everything in the store now to the end of the month. Or competing against all the other shows, your favorite shows, yours truly, the college experience. Get over there, get a Pick Dundee shirt, Patty C. Fucking eat shit pits. Come on. I mean, that's a winner right there. And get over there. Fucking play the saxophone. We believe they let us down tonight, but all right, we'll be back. All right, Noah Bieniek, out of the ad break, I'll take you to a lock. Jack State's going to UTEP, El Paso. I will lock up the Miners. The Miners are fucking good at home. They suck on the road. We fade them on the road. You take them at home. I will lock up UTEP here. Are you joining me on this journey?
Sorry, I was writing down the timestamp for the ad. What was the line in this game?
UTEP's laying 3.5.
Cocktail Napkin likes them by 5. Jacksonville State's been feisty. Pretty good, actually, in conference so far this season. Better than I expected. I won't bet it, but give me the Miners because we tink on this podcast.
Tink. You tap all fucking day, baby. I love my Miners. Seattle's going to Grand Canyon, rematch of the game that Grand Canyon finally lost. Should we take Grand Canyon here?
Yeah, this place is going to be lit, not late, lit, especially after the loss for the Lopes. Cocktail Napkin likes them only by 6, but I'm going to lay the points with the Lopes. Lay it.
This is their first home game in forever, too, man. Fringe lock, check the picks page for Utah. Or, sorry, Grand Canyon. Yeah. Okay, it's all the same fucking deal. Here we go. What are you going to do in this game when you got the fucking tree huggers taking on the Sun Devils? How many has Arizona State lost in a row now? They've lost 4 out of 5 ever since I'd say they lose 8 in a row. They got lucky against USC. I like Stanford. I like the tree huggers getting one here. I think the tree huggers win. I'll lock the tree huggers. Arizona State sucks.
I think that's a good right spot for the Sun Devils. They suck, but they're at home and they're only laying 1.5. The market's finally gotten some of the numbers right with Arizona State, at least. Cocktail Napkins got it at 4. And this is also Stanford. You know, they have Arizona on deck. This is the Arizona State most frustrating handicap in the country. Give me the Sun Devils. Lay it.
He's laying it. No battle?
No.
Come hug the trees with Moneyline Matt. Stanford +1 Moneyline, whatever the fuck you want to take, either or. The Mexicans are headed to Utah Dixie State here. Utah Dixie State's laying 5. I almost want to bet Utah Dixie State here. Fucking the Mexicans suck ass on the road. Fringe lock.
No, give me Utah Tech.
That's what I mean. Yeah, no, I'm on Utah Dixie State because they're at home. They're all 4 straight road losses. They're coming home to play the Mexicans who suck on the road. They beat Stephen F. at home the last time. They're good at home. They suck on the road. I'm with you. Fringe lock.
I'm not locking it.
The Mexicans suck on the road, man.
Utah Tech's been in a slump. They haven't really been competitive in many games lately. I'm not going to bet it, but give me Utah Tech.
Oh, hail Dixie State. Locks are flowing. Late windows rolling. Huh?
I said the Trailblazers.
They're Dixie. Oh,
what were their nickname before with the Dixie State? Was it still Trailblazers?
I have no fucking idea.
Remember.
Dixie State Redskins. That's what I'm going to start calling them on this show. Fucking
Dear
somebody
Lord.
cancel me and kiss my ass. Portland's going to Pacific. Portland's laying 2.5. This line kind of stinks. Give me Pacific.
This one does stink, and the cocktail napkin loves Pacific. They got it at -1.
Woo!
Not they, I. I don't know who I'm talking about in third person. Not going to bet it. Pacific, this is your spot. Win a game.
Bieniek's on Pacific lock?
No.
You were so fucking convincing.
How?
I don't know. You sold me. You fucking, I don't know. Irvine's going to Cal
Their only wins since December are against 2 non-Division I teams. And they were both at home.
Now,
if you're trying to win a game, they're on Ken Palm, they're projected to lose every game on the way out for the entire season. Pacific is. You got to win this one.
They were actually competitive with Gonzaga the other night.
Yeah, but Gonzaga had St. Mary's next.
This is a gross game.
An easy explanation.
This could be Arkansas and Missouri, though, where the 1-6 teams, like, we need to win too. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
True.
What about Irvine and Cal Poly? Irvine's laying 13.5.
13.
Cal Poly's 0-9. Goodbye low spot.
Yeah, I think it's too many points.
I do too.
Irvine, who's next for Irvine by chance?
Hawaii.
I think it's too many points. I don't even think that's that much of a look at spot, but yeah, just give me Cal Poly. They've been competitive lately too.
Fringe lock Cal Poly. This is too many points at home. I'm with you. Give me Cal Poly. Let's go. Next up, we got Northridge headed to UC San Diego. Northridge getting 9.5. So UC San Diego's laying 9.5. Northridge is fucking stumbling.
Yes.
They're in free fall.
Cocktail Napkin has the Tritons favored by 12 here.
Ooh. Northridge lost 4 in a row.
This is a back-to-back road spot, too.
I'm on the points.
Just had their hearts ripped out. 5-point loss at UC Irvine. They've been competitive in these losses. Actually, no. The UC Irvine, UC Santa Barbara stretch was not, but the last 2 games have been closer. San Diego's been
fucking 8-1.
Yeah. Give me the Tritons. I think it's the line's somewhat telling you that Northridge is maybe quitting. I don't know.
Yeah. Let's go to Long Beach and Bakersfield. Long Beach laying 3.5 at Bakersfield. I want to bet on Long Beach potentially. I think they're the more talented roster.
What's the spread?
They're laying 3.5.
That's exactly the number on the cocktail napkin. Give me my Dirtbags. I don't love it here, but I'll take Long Beach.
Another picks page, people. Check the picks page. What do we got here? Hawaii, everybody. It's hard.
We got some fun games to finish it out.
They're going to Fullerton. Fullerton is laying 1.5. Fullerton is winners of 3 in a row. Hawaii's kind of up and down. Hawaii finally got off that fucking skid the other night.
This is a lock.
Fullerton?
Yeah, Hawaii struggles away from the island.
Yeah, fair.
Cocktail Napkin has Fullerton favored by 5.
Noah Bieniek giving out locks here.
Lock it.
Stayed in the island. Fullerton, lock it up for Noah Bieniek. Oregon is going to USC. Oregon's leg 2.
Wow.
Is this the one?
Is LeBron going to be here? Is that why it's so short? Everybody's going to bet USC.
What is this line? USC's lost 5 in a row, 2-7 in league play. Oregon.
I have to take the Ducks. I don't know if I'm betting it, but I have to take the Ducks. Oregon's off the Arizona loss, too. They've actually lost 3 of their last 4 games against Colorado, Utah, and Arizona. Those are the 3 best teams in the Pac-12 this season. I think this line doesn't make any sense. I'm betting Oregon.
You're betting Oregon?
Cocktail Napkin's not even a factor in this. This is just by recent schedule. Oregon has played tough competition. They lost by 4 to Colorado on the road. They lost by 3 to Utah on the road. They beat Arizona State, smashed them by 19 at home, and they lose by 9 to Arizona, who's the best team in the conference. Now they go to USC. This should be an Oregon spot. I'll lock it.
In one corner, Noah Bieniek is locking up the Oregon Ducks.
You're betting TMZ?
Moneyline Mac is going TMZ on Thursday night. Give me the Trojans. This is the one. They're getting up for this one. Thursday night, prime time. We're going to break this 5-game skid.
Prime?
Lock.
Oh, they are on ESPN. Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah. This is the one. This is the
LeBron's
spot.
probably at this game, man.
Trojan man.
Lakers schedule. We've come to the point in USC handicapping where we have to look up Lakers schedule.
This is the first
No,
time
they're in Boston.
Oh.
He's not going to be there.
This is the first time I think I've taken USC all year.
I've
made so much money betting against them. Have they covered since fucking opening night?
No.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know about since opening night, but they haven't covered since Bronny joined the team.
USC and Detroit win tomorrow. They're basically same time.
No. now I like my Oregon pick even more.
See you at the winner's circle. Let's go to the other Oregon game. Oregon State's going to UCLA. UCLA is laying 10 points.
This is too many, dude.
Woo! No,
Again.
it's not. No, I have to talk about another team I keep making money. I keep locking UCLA. Dude, Oregon
Damn
State.
it. Cocktail Napkin even supports him. Cocktail Napkin's got him by 14.
Oregon State's fucking playing out of their mind this last week. They sweep the Arizona schools. This is a lock. UCLA by 20.
I'm pondering for those that are listening on audio. Because Oregon State's rolling too. They beat both Arizona schools.
That's what I said. I said they just won back-to-back miracles.
Miracles?
The fucking Arizona game was a miracle. They made 18 threes or whatever it was, and they hit a fucking fall away that was a moon ball. I was nice, but come on.
Give me my Beavs. Oregon State. Don't touch it. Don't bet it, though.
Fucking Zoidberg doesn't think I'm going to bet UCLA. I've been betting UCLA the last fucking 6 games, and they've fucking been rolling. Told you.
And Colby, for what it's worth.
Yeah, ever since the Mick Cronin went off in that fucking in that press conference when they got beat by 179 points at Utah, they've been a new team. They're getting better. Mick Cronin. Beavs are going down tomorrow.
Zoidberg's messing with you, by the way. He's sarcastic in the chat. No, I ain't betting this shit.
Bill Walden, UCLA.
Oh, yeah, he's going to be on this. No, he's going to be at USC. Get the fuck out
USC's definitely winning then. I see a Trojan. I once used Trojan condom. I'm Bill Walden.
All right, dude. You don't get 10 seconds for lock music. Come on now.
Dude, it's a fucking 70 fucking games slate. Anybody that's got a fucking problem can fucking kiss my ass. I'm fucking.
We got 2 more games. That's why we have a problem. You're
going to be up till fucking 9 o'clock in the morning. You're not going anywhere.
I also have post-production work to do.
So do I. See you at the winner's circle. Davis, Barbara. Barbara, laying 4. What's your pick here? I don't have one. I mean, I do, but I'll take
You
Barbara.
mean you're going to talk about college basketball and not give out a pick? A Super Bowl and not give out a pick? Shout out to Sean Green. We'll be on Sports Gambling Podcast tomorrow. We'll be going live around 5 Eastern, so that's 2 Pacific. But for the game, give me Barbara. Give me the Gauchos.
Get the Gauchos. I like it.
That wasn't very convincing out of my mouth, I don't think.
I like it. San Diego is taking on San Fran in the nightcap here. San Fran's line 18.5. San Diego.
Give me the points. It's too many.
San Diego?
Yeah, it's too many points.
All right. That does it for Thursday, February 1st. Noah, what's your favorite play? I know this is everybody's favorite segment, so this will be the only pick. You can fucking go 22-2 tomorrow, and if you miss your favorite pick, you'll get tweeted out by everybody. So, what's your favorite pick?
Vermont over Albany. Vermont's off the loss. Albany off a W. Actually, I don't know if Vermont's off the loss. They beat Bryant in the last game, I think.
No, they haven't lost since like Thanksgiving. That's
the issue with the 2-hour, 30-minute show. You forget the exact handicap that you talked about. But I like Vermont. That's one of the games that I've circled. I like Bryant because they're off the loss. UMBC's off the win. And Bryant's already beat them by 14 this season.
I'm not overthinking this shit.
I don't think I have a favorite play for tomorrow.
I mean, I never really have a favorite play. It's you make me narrow it down. I know where I gotta go. I gotta go back to old reliable here. You're giving me all of 1 point as a home dog in Lincoln, Nebraska, with the greatest player in the country, Tominaga Sanity against the Badgers. Give me Nebraska. That's my favorite play of the day. Let's go.
I'm taking Hofstra. -7 against Stony Brook. Cocktail Napkin established a huge edge for me here, -14. And Hofstra also, this is the 3-point angle that I really liked earlier on the show. 14th most threes taken. And Hofstra and Stony Brook allows you to shoot the 3. And opponents are shooting 36.5% from the 3 perimeter against them. And Towson, 36%. That's 73rd best in the country. Solid offense. Stony Brook, not the best defense. Also on the road. Only laying 7. Give me the pride. That's my favorite pick today. I feel somewhat confident in giving that one out as a favorite pick. I like all my plays, but it's hard to establish my favorite one today.
I don't know how people just bet one game. Obviously you don't have to bet the whole fucking board. I mean, people criticize me of betting too much.
It's a high variance sport, so if you put all your money
bad
on one
beats.
play,
You trust your systems. You aim to hit 55 to 60%, and you're going to make money over the course of a college basketball season. It's not fucking rock. You're not going to hit fucking 80% of your fucking plays. I hate to break it to people. If I did, as Colby would say, you wouldn't fucking see me on this show. You wouldn't hear from me ever again. That's what I will tell you. Cannabis Capper's fucking trying to fucking string together a 7-legger. It's too late for that. It's too late for that.
Too big of a slate.
Too big a slate. Stay tuned.
We
tomorrow.
did it maybe for Saturday as well last week, so maybe that's just an excuse to not do it. But I don't know.
We need 3 of us. So, all right, everybody, we're back tomorrow. TBD on Pick Dundee. Stay tuned.
Yeah, we'll keep you updated. Maybe not. Who knows?
Check the
You might get a tweet.
Yeah.
Check your Twitter accounts.
Yeah. So
for breaking news.
Don't blow up his Twitter mentions.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah. Don't report me. You can report me. I don't give a fuck, but don't blow up his Twitter mentions. This is the college experience. Go check out the college baseball experience. We're doing league previews left and right. Noah, do we have Big 12 tomorrow?
No. Colby, I don't think Colby is going to be doing tomorrow's show either.
Okay.
So we're going to pass on that. Sorry. I don't know.
Fair enough.
I don't know if you guys were
February 1 snuck up. I was like, holy shit, it's already February. So, yeah. No. Go check out the college baseball experience. It'll be here season before you know. Go check out the Big 12 college experience. 2-0 in Big 12 plays. Fucking Mountaineers, Baylor Bears. Let's go. And go check out the main Sports Gambling podcast. Noah and I will be on there tomorrow, diving into Saturday's picks. We all come together on youtube.com/the college experience. Any final thoughts, Noah, before we get out of here?
I like what Kramer does, but no, I don't really have like a Kramer blurb to finish off the show. So, yeah, can't wait to hear the news about Dundee Jr.
You heard it. Dundee Jr., welcome. Hopefully. Here soon.
Who knows?
Maybe. We'll see. Stay tuned. This is the college experience. We are out of here.